Hey, cat dude. Welcome in. Thank you for those check-ins and thank you for the lurk while you get some Taco Bell. We get started today and do the main story quest line. For Star Realm while we do our weeklies and such. Oh, and we have some events too. So we will start with you have an interstellar message, please check.
Phew.
What's up, Pom Pom?
Just got a message from the Xianzhou La Fu. Looks like it'll conflict with our original schedule.
It's been a while, my friends on the Astral Express. How's your trailblazing expedition going? Soon, the Xianzhou Luofu will be holding the Luminary War Dance.
Ah,
Those
man.
who aided the Luofu in overcoming the crisis are cherished allies of the Xianzhou.
How's it going, Mads?
Thus, on behalf of the Seat of Divine Foresight, I'm extending an invitation to attend the ceremony. Your presence would be greatly appreciated.
Well, things are getting lively. We've barely recovered from the family's Charmony Festival. And we're
Doing pretty
already being
good.
invited to another
It's
special
a Monday.
Why not think about it this way? Our trailblazing expeditions are turning into blast expeditions, where we eat, drink, and play wherever we go. Blast? Expedition? Yeah, wherever we go, we'll eat, play, and have a blast.
So we should leave March behind to take care of the express?
So what are you up to today?
I'm all for some fun.
Up to anything?
There won't be any surprise party crashes like Friday or Saturday.
The Xianzhou Luofu has recently overcome a crisis. Holding a war dance there, demonstrating to everyone that we return to statements.
But that's what everyone said before we went to Chemical. You'll be totally safe under the family's protection.
No need to worry. The war dance is not like the Charming Festival. It's just a festival to honor the Rainbow Arbiter, Cloud Prince, who fought against the abominations of abundance and protected the Xianzhou ships. Aside from star skiff performances, it's mostly martial contests. Nothing too different from the Taiki and Roboball contest we've seen before.
What do you think, Himiko? Since we've accepted Miss Black Swan's proposal, we should probably head to Amphorius for refueling.
There's There's certainly no rush. This trailblazing expedition is quite unique, and the Express needs to be fully stocked and prepared before moving on to the next stop. With Madame Herta's help, I was planning to deliver some Leviathan fossils from Kalinga Abyss to Ron May, member 81 of the Genius Society. It could earn us some favors before we set off. However,
Well, hopefully
it
you
may
have a
take
good
few
relaxing
weeks.
day.
Aw, so that means
Like I've just
we're
been like
not
tired
going to the Lafu.
all day so far.
Being an adult means maintaining relationships, whether we like it or not, March.
Being an
Since we've
adult.
been invited, it's only right for the Astral Express to attend the ceremony. So here's the plan. Pom Pom will take everyone to the Cienjo Lafu. Mr. Yang and I will meet up with Ron May and fulfill our promise. Meanwhile, you, March, and Don Hung will represent the Express and attend the war dance.
What do you two think?
Sounds great. Let's split into groups. Like I want to play with Leviathan's fossils too.
Himeko and Mr. Yang will be busy with serious research. Besides, fossils can't compete with martial contests when it comes to fun, right?
You don't know.
Plus, you're the only one with so many friends on the Lafu. I'll be lost if you don't come along. You've gotta lead the way.
Squeaky.
Now that everyone's on board with the plan, it's time to warp to the Cienjo Lafu.
I am doing fantastic. Having fun doing the main story quest. So I can finally unlock the new March 7th.
Current research on the Leviathan proves how little we know about such life forms.
That's why geniuses are interested in that. Science is all about uncovering the unknown.
Oh heck. I just thought of something. I've got to pick a new movie. Movie night's this Saturday. It's already been a month.
Don't miss us too much.
It doesn't seem like it's been a month already since the last one.
I'll bring a few back as souvenirs for you.
Oh, I haven't made any announcements. Haven't picked a movie. I'm slacking.
Himeko really knows how to convince people. Between Leviathan fossils and the war dance, the latter definitely sounds more fun. By the way, Don Hung, this time you'll be taking a stroll with us on the Lafu, right?
And just let you two wander around aimlessly on the Luofu by yourselves? I don't think so. Plus, Mr. Yang is right.
Yes.
The Ambrosial Arbor crisis just ended.
I
And
still
both
have
the
my.
long life and short life species are still
I still
feeling
have eyes in there.
uneasy.
Not my own
That's why
eyes, but
Jing Yuan wants to organize the war dance.
I did
To
see
show that the
a
Xianzhou Luofu is stable.
a
safe.
screenshot.
And since he has extended an invitation, it's only right that I visit my old
Yeah,
friend.
I've seen a screenshot, and then I saw some before they could capture a screenshot of one of the
Coming back to this
mods
place brings back so many memories.
giving a tell-all.
know?
It was deleted and they were kicked. But the person that I that I know is didn't get to screenshot it before they got taken down. See, I don't know what the mod had posted, but I can only imagine and speculate. But so he actually took it down completely now, or is the server still up?
actually gonna recite a poem. I was just thinking about all the twists and turns we went through when we first arrived on the Xianzhou. This time, we're not being forced or enticed or chasing after wanted criminals. And we didn't have
When
to
did that
sneak in
happen?
through the cargo dock. This trip has
'Cause it
been
was up-
incredibly smooth.
Well, an hour-ish
Quite
ago.
unusual, I must say.
It defined unusual.
I agree.
Oh. Well, I do know he kicked a lot of people. Banned a bunch of people. Yeah. Wow. Oh, yeah, that's just... Yeah, anyway. But yeah, like I was telling some of the other people that have came over to my Discord from there, I told them if they know anybody, they are more than welcome to join my community Discord. I have an open invitation for anyone that's not going to cause drama. But yeah. But in all honesty, that really doesn't shock me at all, Squeaky. Just from the stuff I've seen over the past
Is the
year.
Starskip Haven always this crowded? Oh, there's so many people here. I can barely
But-
hear anything.
Yenqing said General Jingyuan sent him to welcome us, but where is he?
Oh, shoot.
Let's wait for him in front of the loom. It's the most prominent land.
Well, he always does that. That's what he's good at.
You know the drill. Send me all your new toys, and I'll return them later.
Hmm.
Landmark on the dock.
Hey, you guys, hold on a moment. Did they just call us? Look at their
Yeah,
outfits.
Grecki came over and
They're from
became a mod for
Petticoat,
my
right?
Discord.
Are you familiar with the Xianzhou Lafu?
We know a little bit about it. What do you need?
We are from Penacony. Maybe you've heard of it.
But
We came to this ship to
he kicked
gather
her
interesting
and
materials for making dream
Dingleberry out
models.
a couple weeks ago,
Oh, we just left there. Oh, talk about coincidence.
all because,
That's great.
well,
Do you know any must-see attractions on the Luofu?
I kind of almost think that I was just the fuel that lit the fire. I think the fire was already burning. Oh, well, when I left the server, apparently a lot of the other people were not happy with how he handled my situation, and I just left. I was like, it just wasn't worth the drama, so I just left. But then apparently everyone else kind of like jumped on board, and then that just flamed other things, and I guess it's just spiraled out since then.
Exactly! We're Ciencio experts. Most of the tourists around at the moment are here to attend the war dance. And that's why we're here too.
Yeah, we know about that ceremony. But isn't the fighting ring still closed?
But yeah, Squeaky, if you know anyone from there that was not part of said problem, or you're more than welcome to invite them to my community Discord, so they can have another community Discord to jump into.
No doubt about it. It's a massive fighter jet. It's got to be larger than a civilian star skiff.
But for now, all we can do is wait until the war dance starts in a few weeks.
My goal
before we can
was
board
to
it.
simply just kind of
We've
have.
still got work to do,
I want
so
to
we
have
can't just sit
channels
around
that
waiting for it to
everyone,
start. That's why we're
you know,
asking you about some
can feel
must-see
like they can post
attractions.
something in to share their
We're
games
looking for unique experiences
uh,
that you won't find on Penacony. Our
and
clients love these
stuff.
kinds of dream
I want it to be as
boats.
open and as friendly as possible.
You're the expert here. Give them some suggestions.
Deadly, welcome in, welcome in.
That's indeed a good idea.
And
While the
Xena,
dreamscape on Penacony
and
is
Peeves.
all artificial, scale-gauge water
Everyone's coming in.
celebration of the
Can I have a
dreams
time at channel where I can stick Xena
has
into
some remarkable scenery.
nomads?
Awesome. I love being out
It-
there in nature.
You cannot pick on people in the Discord.
Waterscape first.
I'm a bit worried that nature themed dream bubbles might be outdated. But hey, let's go check it out anyway.
They have to have a safe place too.
Maybe we'll run into each other there in a few days.
Yanqing's here.
Really? Let's go catch up with him.
Oh, you already pick on him on Twitch. Make him mod again. Made him mod because he filled out the application, and we share very similar views. I'm gonna end up making Deadly a mod. Then you won't be able to time her out.
What's up, Miss March?
Hit you with that Uno reverse card.
We've only been away for a few months.
Oh yes. Well, Peeves. Even when I left, I still had eyes in there that were keeping me kind of updated on stuff that most people aren't friends with. So they were still filling me in on the drama that was going in their Peeves. Which, like I said, it doesn't really shock me. Because if I remember right, something like this happened last year too. Because there was a mass exodus last year it didn't get to the point from shutting the server down, but yeah. I'm kind of torn on that because like I said, it was my first. It was my first Discord. So it did hurt when I left, but at the same time, I've seen it change vastly over the past year, and it went from a community Discord to let's only help people get affiliate and then ignore everyone else once they reach affiliate. And that's just how it felt to me.
I was a bit worried that holding the war dance right after.
Oh, I was like, whose intro is this? I forgot it's Peeves.
But seeing the bustling Starscape Haven, I understand why Jeffrey chose this time.
But yeah, well, even to me, half the people were great Peeves to me. Like there was pretty much the circles that were there, but for the vast majority, it was just it was only to push people to get affiliate, and then once you got affiliate, there was no more support. But yeah, it changed vastly. Yeah, that was one of the other things too, and always claimed to be too, but was only supportive if you joined their Discord. And I almost kind of felt, and I told this other person this too, that was giving me the tea behind the scenes, that I kind of felt that Discord was created to just boost themselves in the long run. And then when I saw that, there was a following going, and then all of a sudden, they made a personal private Discord that people could follow and have benefits in the community Discord, it was like, it's exactly what I thought. Well, see, like when I first joined, that's when everyone was supporting each other. Like we all bonded.
Yeah, the Xianzhou Yaoqing is a major force in hunting down abominations, and is always engaged in conflicts across the cosmos.
Exactly, Peeves. Like we all bonded, and we actually made that connection. That you're supposed to while networking.
Great victories, which is quite impressive. I heard General Fei Xiao of the Yaoqing is a young and dauntless lady. My peers say that she's like a goddess of war, capable of crushing dozens of abominations.
Now, I do wish I was more active in other people's Discords.
It's true.
But I even though I don't post in other people's Discords, I do still view them. And if I find something to comment on, I'll comment. But for the most part, I'm just kind of quiet. But I still do view people's Discords.
It's funny how he tries to act all mature, but whenever it comes to
and that's how it's supposed to be, Peeves. You're supposed to sit here. To me, the Discord is supposed to be kind of like the median where you kind of meet people, and then you go to their streams. That's where you make the connection. Like to me, a Discord is where you just you share your ideas, your tips, your tricks, your knowledge. It's not. Patricia, thank you for the biddies. Thank you for the biddies.
I agree.
All units, assemble quickly. Get
Yeah.
ready to
Well,
protect the crowd.
links to kind of go back on that. So like, I set my Discord up. You know, I have a community Discord.
Something's gone wrong.
So it's slowly. Well, actually, it's not even slowly anymore. It's pretty steadily gaining now. I think I'm up to 54 people, and I have 41 that are on the live notifications. And you know, I've got set up there. I don't have any requirements to be on live other than oh man, what was I saying? But anyway, like I got mine set up to where you know there's no requirement other than the only thing I ask you to do is you verify. You grab your roles and possibly tell us a little about yourself so we know about you. That's all I require. It's like because I feel that you tend to get back what you put in. So if you support people, people will support you. Like if you don't support anyone, chances are you're probably not going to get your support back. And of course, you may be the one that goes and supports somebody, but you never see them. You'll eventually stop going to that person. I mean, you'll burn your bridge. But for the for the overall most part, you'll find the people that want to support you and you want to support as well. I do have a.
We'll go with you.
I don't know if it's popped up yet, but shameless plug for anyone that would like to. But everyone is welcome to join. Then we'd love to have you.
I'll deal with him.
See, and Peeves, and I was the same way, and me and him went back to back, or not, went back to back, but we kind of went back and forth about that because I was like, I support people in the grave, not just the same people either, and all because I wasn't chatting in the Discord, I get a link dumper role. It was like that's not fair. I was like, I may not chat, but I'm supporting, and that's the whole purpose of the Discord. But that's why I left. Kind of why I was so, because he wanted me to do it through tickets, and that's one reason why I posted, out in the open in the link dumper role, and screenshot all my conversations I was having with, him via DM too, because he'd respond to me DM, I would post in link dumper. Like, but I'm not overly. Yeah, some networking to. Yeah, and see, and that's one reason why I said I'm in a. In all in all, I am in like 21, well 22. Well, actually, if you count all of them, I'm in like 25 different Discords. Of those 25, I would say probably 12 of them are community Discords. And, my goal is to take what I've learned from those 12 and apply it to my own. That's why I said, I let the community kind of sort itself out. You know, if you don't want to support people, no one's going to support you. You will still get the live shout out, at least until I hit 250, and then you'll still have the ability to manually post. I don't ever plan on taking that away from anybody. Like I don't care if you come in and don't support anyone. You'll still have the ability to manually post. The odds are just no one will come watch you if you don't support anybody, because I feel things work itself out. Now that may change if the community decides that that's a bad overall take, you know, at the given time. Because I try to do everything. I try to let the community to decide as much as possible, and even with my mod team, I don't act like I'm above them. I want all of us to feel equal. Like I want the mod team and myself to work as a team and be one. Like I want their input. You know, I don't want to just do something because I want to do it. Like I'm going to run it by the mod team, get their ideas, and then I'll put it to a community vote. He secretly beats us behind closed doors. Oh. But yeah. Oh, I'm missing some fun chat. Hold on, let me scroll back. Seeing people locked in basements and beaten behind closed doors. Yeah. But yeah, links like that was one of the issues I had with this other Discord, because I don't want to name them, even though they no longer exist. But, you know, I would go support, you know, these people that were, you know, trying to reach affiliate. You know, I would be in their stream with me and my other account. So I was giving them 2 views to help boost their numbers. Like, and after several times going in, I have never seen them join my stream in any shape or form. So I was like, I'm going to stop. I mean, if you don't want to put in the effort, I'm not going to give you my effort. And see, and with my server, like I try to support everyone that's on my server the best I can. I know I'm not going to be able to, because with 40 something active people, I can't be in everyone's stream all the time. But like this morning, I happened to just wake up at like 2:30 this morning, and one of the people that was trying to get affiliate, you know, just happens to go online that early in the morning, because they're over there in I forgot where they're from. They're in Europe somewhere, I believe, or maybe they're in Australia as well. They do sound like they have an Australian accent. But yeah, they got on it at 2:30 this morning, and yeah, I just tabbed him up. I told him, I was like, look, I was like, I'm in bed, I'm asleep, but I'm gonna tab you up. And they were like, cool. So, you know, it's like I may just tab you up, and that's the best I can do. But you know, I'm going to try the best I can.
Morrison?
I mean,
Why are there Morrison here?
I mean, just to put it this way, I mean, just have the example as kind of, you know, self thing. It's like I have 10 people viewing me right now. You know how many Discords I posted in that I was going live? None. It's like, because people want to come watch. It's like, that's what networking does. And some people just can't understand that. It's like, you don't have to post. Yeah, let's give it to Pella.
I always deliver.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not counting the ones that auto post. I've only got out of actually all the ones that auto post. Yeah, I wasn't in any Discord on my path to affiliate. I was in streams and made friends with no attention to
It
stream.
won't be so easy
And they
next
convinced
time.
me to stream. But yeah, exactly, Peeps. It's stuff like that. I mean, you may not have any. You may not even think about it, but you know the connections you make. You know they'll push. Like in all honesty, like in my Discord too, I have I spotlight I spotlight 3 people altogether. I choose 3 random people that are not part of the Discord, and I put them on live post or live notification as you know this is spotlighting a streamer that's not part of the Discord. You know they're awesome. You should check them out. That way maybe you know they'll see you know what networking can do and they'll join us. If not, that's cool. Exactly. Exactly. Won't you?
Perhaps you still don't understand.
I can probably just auto battle.
Never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm
Yeah,
no exception.
I do not like follow for follow. I do not do follow for follows. Like I don't know if anyone, well, some of y'all probably are, but most y'all probably don't know who Pirate Software is. Thor. Like, he's got a bunch of little clips, you know, that have tips for streamers. Like, I have those posted on my Discord because they are true. Like, you are better off streaming, you know,
Thanks for the
you know,
help.
having like a, you know, say you have like 20 people and you stream to 8 people. You're better off with that than having 1,000 followers and only streaming to 3. It's like it does nothing for you to have those huge numbers. And he even says it actually ends up hurting you because if somebody comes to your channel and sees that you have, you know, thousands of followers, but yet you've only got 3 or 4 people that are in your stream, you know, they're going to like look at you a little different than, like, say if you had say 100 followers and had 10 people in your stream. They're like, oh, he's pretty good because you know you have almost like a 10% of your followers are watching you right now. Like he's got some great tips and tricks. So I suggest if anybody hasn't heard of Pirate Software, to look him up on YouTube. Like he makes great content, and he was also a former dev from Blizzard too. Yeah. Well, your situation's a little different, Maz, because you had that at one time, and things happened, and you know you're building back. But like somebody like me, if I had like 5,000 followers right now, and
get down to business first.
you know only 10, it'd be, you know, I've got a lot of people that were probably either looking for follow or yeah, and that's the other thing too that Thor mentions, that you know, taking off just a week without letting your without letting your viewers and community know that you're taking a week off can severely hurt you too. Like he said, sometimes it can take up to another year just to pick up what you lost, or even potentially lost in that week.
You and your cargo go.
But this shipment isn't even meant for the LaFu, and it's IPC's patented
So
technology.
yeah, like taking an entire year off is basically almost a complete reset on your account in a sense.
All cargo arriving on the LaFu must go through inspection.
Oh, but we didn't officially enter your dock at all. We just sought refuge in your dock because we were attacked by the Borisons.
Looks like this argument could go on forever. Let's not get
Hold on,
involved
what
in
am I
a
looking
heated
up?
dispute that won't lead to a resolution.
Can't say it's completely fine, Peeves. Now we're glad to have you here. In all honesty, we're getting a little more active, but I mean, in the overall, say we're still just kind of laid back. It's literally a casual Discord, a casual community Discord. It's probably the best way I can put it. Is there's no forcing you to chat. If you want to chat, you're more than welcome to. Like there is tons of channels you can post your stuff in. And like I said, I've even got it to where if you need a channel, just suggest a channel and we'll get it added. Like all of my mods, I believe, have abilities to add channels. So don't get any ideas, Mad. I don't want any not safe for work stuff. But yeah, with my Discord, if somebody needs a channel to post in that I don't already have, they can suggest it, and I will be more than happy to add it, as long as I feel there's an actual need for it. Like I don't want, not safe for work type stuff on Discord.
I need some answers.
And stuff like Subi. Welcome in.
My fault. We let our guard
By the way,
down
let
for
me get a
moment.
shout out for Subi. By the way,
I take full responsibility.
With the war dance approaching, safety should be a top priority. Now, tell me, how
yeah,
did Borison
Subi
business
actually
end up
recently
in
just
Snowskin
became
Haven?
affiliate.
According to the protocol, Borison prisoners should
Like
be
she is
held
an
on a
awesome
starscape
VTuber,
and taken directly to the shackling prison,
and not
under
just
strict
because I'm partial
supervision
because of the colors
without
either.
ever touching the ground. Who allowed a prisoner transport ship to dock at the passenger terminal?
Please don't blame this captain. This incident involves.
But yeah, they literally just got affiliate. I think it was 2 days ago. Is that right?
Who are you?
It's like two or 3 days ago.
Officer of the Patrol Defense Squad. Thank you for your help, Lieutenant Yenqing. The situation unfolded rapidly, and it shouldn't be held against the captain. Here's what happened. An IPC transport ship
Yeah,
was attacked by the Boers
and
just before
to center
arriving.
top it off, Subi was one of those that I actually had in the spotlight for a while because I just randomly found her channel while just looking at. I think I was looking for Genshin at the time.
Ship was attacked by the Borison near the LaFu.
I can't remember which category I was in when I first found her.
Sounds complicated.
As I threw her on the spotlight in my Discord and went and just watched, and she just ended up joining the Discord.
Docked at the passenger terminal to hand these criminals over to the LaFu. You know, with all the outsiders flooding onto the LaFu, the Starskiff lanes are under immense pressure. The Borison desperados decided to put up a
I
fight
appreciate it,
before the
CB.
prisoner transport Starskiff could get
Like I
there.
said, you're the one
And
that puts,
that's what you just witnessed.
you put in the work. We were just there to support.
To the shackling prison as soon as possible.
I see. It's an unusual situation indeed. I'll report it to the
But the key
security
though,
department of the
Subi, is you put in the work,
and ask for their cooperation in handling the aftermath.
and that's what
Maybe
got
I
you the
should gather
support.
more details from others so that the seed of divine
Acceptedly.
foresight can have a better understanding of the situation.
Oh, you look much maturer now, Yanqing.
Please don't tease me, Miss March. The situation on the Xianzhou before the war dance is like a calm lake that can be disturbed by even the smallest pebble, capable of generating far-reaching ripples.
That is true, man. And they're gonna wonder like, why am I allowing it to?
What are those people? I mean, those monsters we just dealt with.
And I appreciate it, Stevie. That is I am very happy. Honored. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm very honored you gave that to me.
Those werewolf monsters are known as Borisin. They are abominations of abundance, and we've been fighting them for a very long time. The Borisin have been a powerful force for a long time, plundering and enslaving many worlds. The threat they pose is just as terrible as the Swarm disaster, and the Alliance even had a fierce war with them 3 decades ago. Their presence has faded over the years, but who would have thought?
According to that officer, they attacked an IPC ship near the Shenzhou Luofu. Such a brazen attack seems quite unusual to me.
Yeah, that's what I find strange too.
I don't know.
It seems like the IPC and the Boris.
I just do what I can, because, like I said, Senator.
Enough with the chit chat. The general wants me to take you to the Palace of Astrum.
You know.
I'd love to chit chat a little longer, but there are some things that can't.
Like my personal goals, you know, are what they are, and you know, they're in my Discord for anyone to see. That way they can hold me to them. And but yeah, to me, you know, if we all work together, we can all grow, and that's the whole thing behind it. It's like, you know, if you try to go, and I mean, and I'm not saying you can't, but you know, if you try things solo, it's gonna be very hard, and I won't say you will fail, but there's a good chance you will. But if you have, you know, that support system, and everyone has the same goal, or at least a similar goal, everyone can grow together, and everyone can win. Because that's the ultimate goal for probably all of us. Like, I'm sure we would all love to, you know, be able to make enough money per month to support ourselves.
Perhaps she's around here somewhere. Shouldn't we take a look?
All right, let's not keep the general waiting.
Don't worry. There aren't many people out there with that kind of talent. It shouldn't be too hard to find her.
But since most of the people that are in here at the moment either are in my Discord or I'm in one that I have posted this on, I do have my affiliate anniversary coming up. The official date is the 19th. Is my 1 year. Is my stream anniversary, but I'm going to be celebrating it on August 31st, since my birthday is only 2 weeks after my thing. So I'm combining my affiliate with my birthday and having a weekend event. And I'm looking for people to play games with, that I can give interviews to. If anybody would like to be interviewed on a stream, you know, hit me up via Discord. And I'm also looking for someone that is willing to possibly give me an interview, that wants to interview me. And there's no time limit on that one. And all questions are on the table except for if they're too personal. Like, I won't answer questions if they're too personal. But the questions I'm probably going to ask, other streamers that would like to be interviewed, be things like, what got you into streaming? How long have you been streaming? Are you affiliate or non-affiliate? What's your goals? Things like that. And then, some silly question, kind of like, if you had a superpower, what would you have and why? Do you have to be streamers? No, they don't have to be. So now for interviewing, you'll at least have to be able to get into Discord. And I can either, because I'm going to be doing live cam that day. For that weekend, I will not be using my V2 model. I'll be doing a live cam on top of all that. So y'all actually get to see my face. But yes, it's going to be August 31st and September 1st. So, but yeah, I don't have any structured schedule for those 2 days other than, I'm going to put I put out a few of for some of the Discords I can't post, that stuff in, and other ones don't have a place to really put that. So, spreading the word on that has only been in about 3 or 4 Discords at the moment that will let me post. But yeah, if anyone is interested in playing some games, I do have a list of games that have multiplayer. I'm also open to any free or cheap games on Steam that that have multiplayer. And then of course, anyone that would like to be interviewed, I do need to get names by probably the 28th, maybe the 29th at the latest. That way I can kind of figure out a timetable, because I'll need to know what times you're available. That way I can kind of have a plan of, what time you're available and which day. Because, I could be playing a game for like an hour and then be like, all right, we're going to do an interview real quick. And, yeah, you can either post on the post, or you can send me a DM, whichever is easier. But yeah, I want to make it. I want my 2 days to kind of involve the community as well. Racky!
It's been a long journey, everyone. Thank you for your presence.
How are you doing, Gracky?
Thank you for taking the time to
Coming into the fun.
General, I brought our guests from the Express.
Oh, well, hopefully it's nothing bad, Gracky.
I didn't know you were meeting a guest.
Don't worry. It's been a while, my friends from the Astral Express.
But all right, Lynx. Appreciate you coming by. You have a great rest of the day.
me to introduce you to General Wyatt. He's the Arbiter General of the Xianzhou Zhumin, known as the Flaming Heart.
No need to be so formal. I'm just a tourist here, no different from other tourists who come to attend the ceremony.
Elder Wyatt is not only one of the Arbiter Generals, but also the Furnace Master of the Artisanship Commission. Besides his martial skills, he excels in forging various weapons. Such talents are unique, even among the Arbiter Generals.
Be it Arbiter General or Furnace Master, these
Who
are
else do
merely
I have left?
titles
It's
given to me long ago. I've retired several times already, but with the current change in circumstances, the Marshal has called me back to duty, and I had no choice but to answer the call.
I want to see old man fight.
Well, in the end, I'm to blame. Living such a long life naturally brings its share of disapproval.
It's an honor to meet you, General Huayan.
It's my honor to meet you, General Huayan.
Leave it to March to be after everyone else. Add that 3-minute ad gets rid of pre-rolls and gives an hour of ad-free viewing. I wonder if I can change that real quick while the ads are going. We'll hold for a second. See if I can't fix that. That would be Stream Elements. Chatbot timers. No, that would be Frosty Tools. No, not that. It'd be Frosty Tools. I'm not subscribing monthly. Where's it at? That's the shout outs. Oh, there it is. Ooh. Apparently, Frosty Tools have added some more stuff. Oh, I'm 16 over. We'll take that out. Save. All right. There we go. Now it should for next hour. So welcome back from the ads.
No need to be all formal. Today I'm just a guest on the law.
So I appreciate everyone for sticking through those ads. And now we have 1 hour of ad-free viewing.
These three are the ones you mentioned, Jingyuin? The heroes who helped you with the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Indeed. There's Don Hung, March 7th, and him. Without their help, I'm afraid the Law Fu might not have easily overcome
So what's everyone up to this week? Anyone got any big
So,
plans this week or
Vibrator
weekend?
Lune's reincarnation has returned to the Lawfu and will attend the war dance. I'd love to have a drink with you should the chance present itself.
You're more than welcome, General Huaiyan.
And this young friend is?
Yanqing, my apprentice. He remains by my side as my retainer due to his youth, which I hope will season him with experience. He will stand for the Law Fu's Cloud Knights in the upcoming war dance, ready to take on all kinds of challenges.
Great, great! It's a real treat to see so many talented young people.
Like, I can't wait to
around
finally
here
get
today.
March 7th unlocked. Well, I mean,
I
the new
almost
form
forgot.
of March 7th unlocked.
This is my apprentice, Yoon Lee.
You just start finally planning your fall holiday.
It's you!
I don't have anything big this week,
Oh, it's you. Hello.
other than just getting stuff ready for
You know each other?
my event.
Guess we don't need any introductions then.
What a coincidence! I was afraid I'd have
Because I need to
trouble
start
finding
working on getting the camera set up, or
Now you've piqued my curiosity.
well,
Tell me,
making my
how did
scene
you
with my
two
camera
become
anyway.
She helped me capture the escaped Borison prisoners at the Starskiff Haven.
And getting that set up to
Allow
look
me to
to look
express my
right.
gratitude for you. But when you left, you took my
So I will
flying
probably have
sword
a
with you.
Your flying sword?
a face cam test
Oh,
stream
So
before
that's why I found a dagger in
for
my
the
bag.
event.
Turns out it's yours.
Yes, it is.
And I'm
Now
trying to
that
find my
we've
kilt.
met
I can't
again,
find my kilt.
I hope.
Nope, that won't do.
So I may have to end up
Won't
changing
do?
that goal out if
You
I
want
can't
your
find my
sword
kilt.
Right? Well, you can't just take it back. On the Juming, when you lose your sword on the battlefield, you have to reclaim it on the battlefield. As for this little sword, it was supposed to strike that escaped Borison prisoner. But
Man, stole it.
unfortunately, its owner's agitated state caused it to fly off like a
I don't
kite
know
with
if
a
it'd be his
broken
colors or
string,
not.
and it missed its target. By the way,
You
if I
mine's what?
hadn't caught
Mine's
it and
green,
helped it hit its
yellow,
mark,
black,
that Borison prisoner would have gotten away.
Hold on a
gray.
sec, Yoon Lee. You took my sword without even asking, and now you're refusing to give it back?
Of course, the yellow is kind of more
So
like a
would your
goldish
lawful
yellow.
sword masters.
I don't know, I'll have
What did you
I've got
just
to
say?
find it.
If you just stepped up and
I
took
think I
your
posted a
sword
picture of
back
it in my
from me
Discord
fair and square,
when I was wearing
I
it.
would have totally
I think.
respected you. But nope.
Yeah.
You tried to play it down, expecting me to just hand it back to you like it's nothing. In front of everyone. With all due respect, you don't honor your sword. So you don't deserve it.
Oh, dang.
Hasn't anyone told you that taking without asking is stealing? If you want to settle this with swords, fine. Let's have a one-on-one duel right now.
Yanqing.
Well, that's more like it. Just be careful. Because I'm not as easy to handle as the Borison.
You two, be quiet and apologize to Yanqing.
Hey! Whose side are you on, Grandpa?
I don't
She over there
take
picking
sides.
fights.
It's a small misunderstanding, and an apology would be too much. I've heard about the Zhu Ming's incredible swordplay and craftsmanship, most notably the legendary Flame Wheel Octet. Seeing Miss Yoon Lee, who is among those ranks today, well, I must say she definitely has that fiery edge.
Such grandiose names. Some folks love to spin these fancy titles, trying to set the Cloud Knights apart. Yoon Lee is still just a young girl, a bit awkward and hot-tempered. So please
Like,
forgive
give
her.
yourself a giant title. Like, yeah, that's me.
Well, everyone, Elder Huaiyan and I have some business to discuss. For now, Yang Qing, why don't you entertain our guests and take Miss Yun Li to the inn? I'll
Ooh,
find
crap.
another
Welcome
chance
in.
to
Welcome
talk.
in. How's it going?
I'd like to express my gratitude to the Astral Express for helping the Law Fu during the crisis.
Thank you for those
That's
check-ins.
so kind of you. I mean, you've already thanked us so many times.
I am doing
Please forgive me for
fantastic,
coming
Hoocraft.
at an inconvenient time.
You needn't apologize, General Huayan.
All right,
It's been a good day so
take
far.
this opportunity to clear
Then
things up
hopefully I
with
can,
Yanqing.
hopefully I can say knock this quest line out and unlock
It's better to make friends than enemies.
the new form for March 7th and
To the inn just yet.
see how she is, because I'm
I
really
want to visit Lingsha.
interested in seeing how she
She
fits
just
in
arrived in the Lawfu and could
to
use some help
some
settling in.
teams.
Yang Qing,
Like,
once
it
you've
seems
helped
like
our
she's pretty
guests get
good.
settled, go to the Artisanship Commission.
Yeah, it came out
I've heard about the attack
last
and detainment
week,
of the IPC ship.
but I had been
Qing's
doing
recent
other
word
things
that the IPC members are protesting
and
to
kind
have their cargo back.
of delayed it.
See if you can calm them down.
So now
Don't get
I'm working
aggressive.
on it. I'm a week behind everyone
Just
else.
making clear that the Xianzhou Law Fu has no intention of violating their rights.
I'm on it.
But yeah, I think this is the I think this is the next kind of like the mini patch in between.
This
Because
is
we
the
should be
report
getting
Qing Zhu just sent me. Let me take a look.
a bigger patch here in it's August.
Huh. Looks like the general has given me a tough challenge.
November.
Wants me
Probably
to try and
November will be
help
probably
put
the
the
next big
IPC's
patch.
mind at ease.
We'll get a little bit of mini stories leading up to the next planet that we're going
It's
to.
not exactly a test. As Cloud Knight officers, we not only learn the art of war and martial arts, but also occasionally have to handle diplomatic disputes. It's just, talking things out isn't as straightforward as duking it out with weapons on the battlefield. This is especially true when you're up against the IPC, with their non-stop corporate babble.
Yeah, so I think we're in
Well,
2.4
let's not worry about that for now.
right
Shall
now.
I take you to the inn?
Or 2.5.
It is the Law Fu's honor to have you in attendance at the war dance. Yet, the fact that a simple martial arts ceremony has attracted esteemed generals from the Zhu Ming and the Yao Qing implies intentions
So
beyond
2.4 is what we're on right now, so
Might there be any specific instructions from the Marshal?
well, actually it might be longer than that, because usually it'd be 3.0 would be the next.
As I said, I'm here to broaden my
No,
granddaughter's
that wouldn't be right either.
horizons.
Yeah, probably be like 2.7 when we go to the next planet.
However, I have no clue what the Yao Qing Arbiter General has in mind.
But yeah,
Do you remember when you accepted this position?
roughly every
I told you that
40
Arbiter
days
General's battlefield goes beyond the physical one.
is a
You'll need to lead and manage every
is new story content.
The title of Arbiter General holds a weight far greater than its literal meaning. So many years have passed, and you've done well. However, longevity for the Xianzhou people can be a curse.
That is one of the things I do like about this game.
Every mistake
It has a
will lurk in the shadows.
very steady and I feel frequent enough added gameplay to keep it interesting.
As for the Merlin's Claw of the Yao Qing,
Of course, you have to
she
like
has come specifically for you.
the semi-open world and
Speaking of which, why
turn-based
hasn't she
combat.
arrived yet? They say the Merlin's Claw strikes like lightning. Being late isn't her style.
And the reason why I say
true,
it's
General
semi-open
Huayan.
world is because
She's been here a while, but
it's
I'm
not
sure you've heard of her unbridled
it's not true
nature.
open world. but you do have a lot of places you
As
can
soon as she
freely
disembarked from the
explore.
star skiff, she mentioned having something to attend to and simply disappeared.
You must be the messengers from the Xianzhou Yaoqing, I assume.
We are Jiaoqiu and Moza, retainers of the Merlin's Claw.
Now this guy on the left here,
It's an honor to meet you in person, Arbiter Generals.
the fox-looking,
Now
or the
this is
Foxian,
interesting.
is the one
Guest
I'm
who
waiting
doesn't
for the
come to
banner,
visit,
which
but sends a message
I think
instead.
is
What does she mean?
next week.
Tell me, what could be more important to her than coming here?
I think it's next. It's either next week or the following week.
Master heard
But
about
I want to pull for
spectacular
him
view in Scale Gorge waterscape.
because he's going to
I believe she went there to enjoy it.
increase what my
Spectacular view?
Acheron can do.
Did you hear that, Genuine? This person is being sarcastic.
Please do not misunderstand me, General Huayan. I was simply
I'm just
stating
hoping
the
I don't
truth.
have to farm
Master thought it would be inappropriate
a lot
to
of
keep you
artifacts
waiting,
for
so
him.
she sent
I'm
us
hoping
here.
he'll use a set I already
Once
have.
she's finished with admiring the scenery, she'll personally come and apologize to the both of you.
Matter of fact, once I get March built up, I'll probably see if there's any leaks to what materials he needs, so I can go ahead and start farming those.
No need to bother. The Juming envoys won't be leaving the Luofu anytime soon. I'll ask for it later when we meet again. By the way, I
Draki, did you
don't
lock
know if
did
it's
you lock
just
Mads in the
me,
basement again?
But the general seemed a little reserved. Could it be because of Elder Huayan's visit?
Reserved? Really?
Maybe I'm just overthinking things.
No, you're not. When I entered the Palace of Astrum, I realized that the messenger
I'd say they're about the
from
same.
Xianzhou Juming was
Yeah.
actually the Arbiter General himself. So, the messenger
I
from
would say the
Xianzhou
leaks for
Yaoqing
Star Rail
must be the Merlin's Claw
have been more
herself.
accurate than
That's
Genshin,
right.
which is
Well, that's what
strange.
makes this entire thing so unusual.
What's so unusual about it? They simply received an invitation from
But yeah,
Jin
so
Yuan.
far I've seen
just
like a
like the
few
crew,
leaks for
right?
for Genshin that just
War
haven't
Dance
panned
is
out.
just a small
But
festival.
every leak that I've
And now we
seen
have
for
2
Star
Arbiter
Rail
generals from other
has been
Xianzhou ships
pretty
here.
on point.
I'm afraid they're here for something more. Huh. Maybe
Like it was
they've
like
come to hold
6
Jinyu
months ago,
accountable for the Ambrosial
maybe
Arbor
even longer,
crisis?
that the
Hold him
that we knew
accountable?
that March 7th was getting in a new form,
Didn't the Luofu fall victim to the
and one of the
disciples
first
Sanctus
ones
Medicus and the
that
Antimatter Legion?
that got
Why
blown
would they
off
blame the
as
victim?
fan art
Donshu's rebellion
was her
and Ventili's
wielding
scheme
2 swords.
are merely one side of the story to the other Arbiter Generals of the
And
Alliance. Only a single piece of incontrovertible
once they
evidence
actually announced
remains,
it,
creating an endless source of
that
potential
so-called
complications.
fan art was almost
Ambrosial
identical to the
armor.
splash art that they used.
Yes. It's undeniable that the plague mark, which was subdued
And
by the
I was
Xianzhou
so happy
Luofu,
about that
has
because
resurfaced.
there was another leak that
But was
was
it really a conspiracy
that she was supposed to
instigated
be
by the Antimatter Legion? Or does it indicate a
she was
traitorous
still supposed to
intent
have a
from within
bow
the
but be able to swap between like
implicating Jingyuan himself?
daggers or something.
Once the spark of suspicion
And
is
I was like,
kindled,
no, I was like, I want the
it's
swords.
hard to extinguish.
Sea Turtle, welcome in, welcome in.
Standing strong and proud, streaming vibes making clouds. Games of chat, they all shout, moderating without doubt. In the depths we find our light, gaming on into the night.
The general must have had that in mind. Invited us to
Appreciate that check-in.
Little sea turtle, let's go. Streaming vibes make it flow. Tidal waves make a show. Hyping it up, we all know. Moderating the wild sea, chatting here with you and me. Little sea turtle sets us free.
So excited.
Streaming joy
Thought those
endlessly.
Arbiter Generals would
Underwater
discuss
kingdom
the
dream.
ceremony.
Gaming with
By
the
the
silent
way,
screen.
I heard that an
Cheering
Alchemist
fans in the
named
stream.
diplomatic ship has arrived.
Life's perfect, it would
Rumors say
seem.
that she's to be the new cauldron master of alchemy
I am doing great. It's the start of the week.
Against the cauldron master on the low
New
floor.
week.
In the water
It's not
kingdom
unheard of.
dream,
The time
gaming with the
itself.
silent scream. Cheering fans
Your
and
words,
in the
Mr.
stream. Life's
Now
perfect
it's
till it's
finally
Lots of faces in the stream today.
The General is under tremendous pressure right now. He's completely oblivious to his troubles.
Lots of other craziness happening that before I got on today, which was interesting. But
turtles make your wrongs right. Little sea turtle, let's go. Streaming vibes make it flow. Tidal waves make a show. Hyping it up, we all know. Fluttering in the wild sea. Chatting here with you and me. Little sea turtle sets us free. Streaming joy endlessly.
oh, I didn't have crazy stuff happen. I just got told about crazy stuff happening.
Miss March is right. I don't have the skills to share the General's burdens at the moment.
Yep.
Still, I'll do my best to follow his instructions. Let's go. Once I've
Yep.
taken you to your accommodations, I need to go to the Artisanship Commission to handle the
yeah.
IPC's protest.
Yeah, there's Squeaky told me that because the person that was telling me scenario that was like an hour, well, 2 hours ago now, it was still there.
Is too much trouble. While I appreciate your
But-
kindness, dealing with the IPC's workers could be tricky. I'm afraid this will cause trouble for the Express.
No worries.
I don't know.
We're
Like I said,
pretty
I told
experienced in dealing with
Squeaky
the
if they know
IPC.
anybody
You've heard of
from
the
there,
Gemstone Hearts?
they are
We've dealt with
more than
quite
welcome
a
to
few
join
of
the
them,
Discord.
right?
And that goes for anybody else if that was part of that Discord. You know, you're welcome to join my Discord, and if you know anyone, you know, they're welcome to join as well. But Sea Turtle, I wish I could say I was shocked, but I'm not really that shocked. And Peeves, I've got to get with you off of stream because I would actually like to know a little bit more about it, if you're willing to share anyway. I don't know. I've usually always got a good sense of things.
Yeah, exactly. Are you being sarcastic?
Mark didn't even know I was being sarcastic.
Well, since you're willing to help, I won't decline your kindness. Let's head to the Artisanship Commission and meet them.
But yeah. Alright, where am I going to? All right.
Can I really reason
I'll
with you,
I'll
Cienjo
message
people?
Gracky.
I think I get it now. In your words, this is called looting a burning house, right?
Ugh, that toxic voice sounds familiar. Haven't I heard it before in Arum Alley?
Oh, how many times are we gonna pick on this guy?
You know what? This isn't my first time dealing with the Skyfaring Commission. I can handle your unreasonable ways.
We made him bark like a dog. We made him walk like a pig.
Cargo, isn't that going a bit too far?
Now what we gonna make him do?
Just as I've said it many times already.
Act like a gorilla or something?
Cargo and completed the security check. You can be
Hop
on
around
your
like a little
way.
monkey.
Is there something wrong with your ears, or is it just your brain?
I'm hearing you loud and clear. I'm thinking clear. And my answer is crystal clear. Not a chance. Keep detaining my cargo and I'll file a complaint directly with your general.
Yes. Did I just hear a dog barking?
You jerk. Who are you calling a dog? Wait. Why are you here? Staying on the Cienjo, are you? What terrible luck. Wherever you go, disasters aren't far behind.
Aren't you the guest from the Astral Express? What brings you and
Yeah.
Yanqing to the Artisanship Commission?
Like I said, I almost wish I could say I was surprised, but it didn't shock me. Yes. Peas, if you want to post your link, you're more than welcome to. Peas and them do have a Harry Potter themed server if anyone's interested, and like I said, you can post a link to it if you'd like.
They're in trouble? No, it's me! I'm the one in trouble!
Looks like you've met this IPC worker before. I'm not sure if that's a good or a bad thing. I was sent here to deal with the IPC protest, Miss Shikwe. What's going
You
on
know,
here?
after I told you you could post the link, I was
As
almost
you
afraid
know,
that it was going to ban you.
IPC transport ship was attacked
I
by
forgot
the
I gave
Borison and rescued by the Juming's
I gave
diplomatic
VIPs
ship. Then the Cloud Knights were instructed to
the
bring it
permission
back to the dock for repairs
to
and
post those. I was like, oh, he's going to post a link and Siri Bot's going to ban him.
Mr. Scott, the person in charge of this transport ship.
So, you're Scott. I've heard him mention you.
Oh,
Weren't you kicked off the law
that was a
before?
close call.
Why did you come back?
Like I wanted to come back. I thought I'd just dock in the harbor for repairs and leave this forsaken place for good. Little did I know, as soon as the ship entered the harbor, a bunch of Cloud Knights showed up and snatched all our cargo from the hold.
What do you mean by snatched? I've told you 1,000,000 times. It's a security check.
Then why did
Yeah.
you bring the cargo to the Artisanship Commission?
It had been a few days since I had visited that your Discord, Peeves. And that's when I was scrolling through my Discords. I was like, what the hell is this? Like, I was like, who's 9 3/4? And then when I clicked on it, I was like, oh, okay, they rebranded.
Where the heck did you get the idea that I'm a shady
Like, but I love it though.
Even if there are dangerous items, what do they have to do with you?
I'm a big Harry Potter. Wow, my mouth. Harry Potter fan myself.
But you'll have to stay in the port for several days before your ship is repaired and you can take off again. How can we just leave unchecked?
I had one of those box sets
but we don't need
of
to
first
disassemble
editions.
cargo if it's just a security check, right?
They came in like the little.
However,
Looks like it came in one of the trunks.
Cargo doesn't only contain machinery,
But they were all
but
hardback
also
first
some
editions.
substance that resembles biological
And
tissue.
yeah, for Christmas, one year I gave it to my daughter because she loves Harry Potter as well.
I'm afraid we'll need to wait for the Alchemy Commission for further confirmation. In any case, according to our regulations, we need to unseal one of the crates for further examination.
But yeah, I love that. Yeah, but yeah, I had that pre-ordered. I think it cost at the time it cost like
Alliance's regulations.
I'll say it was like $150 for that thing too.
Very strict.
But it was so worth it.
Further inspection, there is no way for the Skyfaring Commission to release the cargo.
Oh, really? Fine. If anyone lays a finger on that shipment, they'll have me
Oh,
to deal with.
I'm going to Grecky because I'm kind of curious myself.
Biological. It's none of your business. I'm filing a complaint against the Skyfaring Commission's ridiculous regulations.
This Mr. Scott seems stubborn and difficult to persuade. Honestly, I really don't want to have a vicious confrontation with the IPC.
Oh. Yeah.
I heard how you helped R. O'Malley. The IPC representative back then was Mr. Scott, right? Since you've dealt with him before, it looks like I'll have to rely on you again.
What are you guys whispering about over there? Just hurry up and give us back our cargo.
I ain't giving you back nothing. Do I get to fight you again? Alright, negotiations.
As I recall, this guy won't listen to reason and can only be persuaded with intimidation. But he does seem to follow rules to some extent. Let's use that against him.
How about we just threaten him with a baseball bat? Seems like intimidation to me. Pandas! How you doing, Panda? Oh yeah.
Speaking
I'll say.
of regulations, we have our own laws and regulations too. According to
Oh, you know.
Article 4
Yeah,
of the
yeah, I
CNJO
do.
Alliance IPC Trade Consensus, the Alliance and IPC shall never infringe on
Nothing
each
like
other's
fun.
intellectual property rights.
Let's see. So, make proposals from a legal perspective. Start by making him feel uncomfortable. Use it to intimidate him. We have our own laws, right? According to.
The Alliance can sign a non-disclosure agreement with you. That way, you won't have to worry about any infringements, right?
We can sign a mutually acceptable non-disclosure agreement in accordance with the IPC's rules.
Who's this voice?
Well, that makes sense, but how can we trust you to honor the terms?
I won't hit you over the head?
Even if we set aside the secrecy of intellectual property, these prototypes built by the Intelligentsia Guild are incredibly valuable, beyond your wildest
So you
imagination.
got anything going on this week or weekend, Panda?
Be able to pay for it even with your lives.
Let's see if we hide the secrecy. Just skip the reasoning part and resort to good old violence. See? There you go. Just beat him over the head.
Can you give us an exact amount, Mr. Scott? If there's any damage after the inspection, the Express, the Skyfaring Commission will compensate you.
The Skyfaring Commission.
I really want to just pick the wrong answers, but I don't want to fail this either.
A detailed report of the damage is submitted.
Just be like, because he usually ends up having to bark like an animal, or because the first time we made him bark like a dog. Second time we made him oink like a pig.
Besides, the cargo on this transport vessel belongs to the Intelligentsia Guild. If you want to inspect the cargo, shouldn't you at least call in a member of the Intelligentsia Guild to be present?
No. It's time to escalate the issue. Again, that's the beat him over the head option. Yeah, you know what?
I'm pretty tight with Dr. Ratio from the Intelligentsia Guild. Almost like family. Doesn't that make me practically a member of the Intelligentsia
we'll see.
Guild too?
What's all this nonsense?
Oh, shoot.
Even if you were married to him, you still couldn't represent the Intelligentsia Guild.
Whoops.
We both need to follow the regulations, because that's how the IPC and the Cienjo operate,
She
right?
just hit him over the head.
As an IPC worker, I have to abide by its regulations. If I make an exception and allow you to inspect the cargo, it'll spell disaster for me.
I failed that one. I still have the option. I think if I fail one more time, I think he'll probably either match me, which means he'll win. As long as he's less than I am, I win. Try to bribe him.
Everyone has their own set of rules.
There we go.
Now that you're on their turf, shouldn't you follow their rules too?
Yeah, I get it. I know I'm on the Cienjo, but if I violate the IPC regulations, I'll be in deep trouble when I get back.
Negotiations.
Well, you guys sure know how to argue your case. Fine, I'll allow you to do the security inspection. It's just that, I need some time to sort things out. This is a big deal. Let me talk to headquarters first.
So, Mr. Scott, are you just stalling for time and planning to leave the
Wish it was
Cienjo as soon
out
as your
there,
ship is
but-
repaired? To avoid
Alright,
the
not a problem,
Skyfaring
Sea Turtle.
Commission's inspection?
Well, IPC staff are free to come and go.
You do
as long
you.
as they don't break any
Appreciate the
laws.
Yeah,
the
you've
lurking.
got some insight there. Who are you again?
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Lingsha, Cauldron Master and head of the Alchemy Commission on the Law Fu.
Could she be?
Yeah, she's the new Cauldron Master assigned here from the Cienjo Juming.
I received a report from the Artisanship Commission about
This is the
cargo
other
containing
character I may
samples
want
of
to pull for.
unknown organisms.
I don't know
It
what
said
her
they
kit
needed
is
help
supposed to
from
be,
the
though.
Alchemy Commission. I had nothing better to do, so I came myself. It's fine, Mr. Scott. If you really don't want your cargo to be inspected, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter? How can you say that?
If he doesn't want to inspect it, we just won't.
Being so nice all of
We
a
just won't take it in.
Hmm? Well, since you're not going to check it, I'll take this crate and be on my way. Is that okay with everyone?
All right.
Yeah, sure. Why should I object? Not only this sample, but all the goods on the
Have a good
transport
one.
ship are yours to keep. Like I said, we won't inspect them.
Wait a minute!
Well, that's more like it. If only the young displayed a more reasonable attitude, we could have sidestepped that altercation just now. Our ship will leave in a few days once the engines are repaired.
Like, oh no.
Your ship can leave whenever you want. But I'm afraid I can't say the same for your cargo.
Yeah.
According to the import and export regulations signed between the Cienjo and IPC, all biological shipments can only leave the port when they have confirmed to be of no threat, or when all biological activity expires. Since we can't determine if your shipment is safe for the environment, I guess we'll have to wait for its biological activity to expire. Let me check the previous cases. Normally, it'll only take around 47 star calendar years.
Only 47 years?
Why so surprised? You're still young and full of energy. I'm pretty sure you'll live a few more decades. Have some confidence in yourself.
I like her attitude.
Typical of a long-life species, your words are dripping with sarcasm. While you may not care about time,
It's like,
I
sure,
do.
we won't.
I'll be demanding double compensation from the Skyfaring Commission for every minute wasted.
Sure thing, Mr. Scott. You seem pretty confident that your career and life will last long enough to witness this victory unfold.
Dang.
Step aside, guys. Let them do the inspection.
But, Mr. Scott...
Come on, we're already in enough trouble. Just let them do the security inspection. And if needed, I can always grovel before the Intelligentsia Guild later. I'm just using my head for what it's apparently good for, right?
Sorry for the trouble. Thanks, bro. At least you wised up for once.
Well, honestly, at least you're not as annoying as that woman. Just
Would
get on
much
with the
cons-
inspection. Don't act all chummy with me now that you've got your way.
This lady
Can I still hit him?
is really something else. Is this the
Whoa.
IPC product?
Listen up. Any damages caused by inspections will be filed with the IPC.
Turn it off.
Ooh.
Oh, how unexpected. That was a surprise.
I always deliver.
Guess I owe you one.
Do you know who I... This big diamond! It's all yours!
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on there. Yeah, I don't have the right team for this.
Some win some.
What are you looking at?
Time for a lesson.
Time for an overhaul. Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens. And
Do
I
not
am
have the right
exception.
team for this.
You chose the wrong enemy. Receive divinity.
Guess I owe you one.
Repay. Eternal sleep. The dead return.
We
Kinda-
have a deal.
Kinda hoping they finish me off real quick so I can change my
For
team.
me or you.
Oh, shoot. I screwed up.
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Boom.
Just a graze. Don't let me down.
Yeah.
Guess I owe you one.
Eternal the dead return.
I have something for you. Time for an overhaul. Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
Nothing major.
Who's the little backstabber? So miserable. There's no backing out now. For me or you.
I still might be able to pull it off.
Just a graze.
Eternal sleep. The dead return.
You won't get away.
I have something for you.
Who's the little backstabber?
Receive divinity.
Much obliged.
Repay.
I always deliver.
Bloom.
Guess I owe you one.
Time for an overhaul. Perhaps humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I'm no exception.
I'll see you off.
Oh,
Eternal
The dead return!
dispel.
I have something for you.
Self-inflicted misery.
We? There's no backing out now. For me or you.
Ah, still made it. Yeah, anyway.
Were you seriously planning to leave this stuff unchecked at the dock for days? That's way too dangerous.
I had no idea about it. You must have accidentally triggered the cargo's defense program.
I don't think trying to shift the blame is a wise choice.
But seriously, I don't know why that thing suddenly started moving. I swear on the Amber Lord.
Enough. Miss Shikwe, please escort our IPC guest to the Skyfaring Commission.
I'm on it. Please follow me, Mr. Scott.
Poor Mr. Scott. Not really.
Gentlemen, our preliminary inspection shows that there is indeed hidden biological tissues inside. Just like the craftsman feared.
Wait, what?
Can't even tell if it's ingenium or biological in nature.
Kind of scary.
The core of this device is what they call wetware in industry slang. To put it simply, this machine operates with a kind of biological nerve as its control center.
I'll take some samples for the alchemist to analyze and figure out where the biological tissue comes from.
Why would the Intelligentsia Guild use such unethical technology? Perhaps they're trying to create a new weapon?
Whatever the reason is, it's probably why the Borisin attacked the ship. No wonder the IPC were trying to obstruct our inspection. I'll contact the Ten Lords Commission and ask the judges to come and give their final verdict on this. According to our rules, all prisoners and weapons involving dangerous creatures must be taken to the shackling prison for further sentencing. After all, it's the safest place on the Luofu. As for you, Mr. Craftsman, please go with the Cloud Knights and explain the situation to the judge. I had a feeling that the IPC members would cause trouble, but I didn't think they'd be this tricky. Thanks for your help, Miss Linksha.
I should
Look, I
thank
really
you
wish.
for saving my life. Your sword skills were
Wish with
impressive.
Link,
Taking down that big guy.
Yang's character wasn't so
I thought the general's
bad.
retainers
Well,
were
I won't say
burly
bad.
martial
I
masters.
just don't like playing them.
I didn't expect Yanqing to be so...
Be so young, cute, or miniature. He's so miniature.
Yeah, exactly. He's young and talented. As for you, you must be the guests from the Astral Express, right? Saving the Luofu from that crisis. It's so impressive. It wasn't a big deal. Really. It's still early. So why don't we get some tea at the Alchemy Commission? We can discuss your suggestions for revitalizing the commission.
I'd be happy to accept your invitation.
And you three are coming too, right?
Of course. I'm not going to turn down tea. Where's team lineup? What weird bizarre teams do I have? Persnickety!
Persnickety, let's go. Doctor Who, you know.
Oh, Lady Jade herself has come. What's
Amazing viewers tuned in, we're winning hearts, we all win.
How are you doing today?
Time streaming star in the zone, feeling hype all night long. You're on fire, you inspire.
Look at that one. I like that group.
Super fun, don't blink, we are one. Streaming days never fade.
Your laundry done?
Memories that we
Nice.
made. You're on fire, you inspire. Feel the power of desire. Hype it up and shout it out. Persistently, no doubt. Timey-wimey, super fun. Don't blink, we are one. Streaming days never fade. Memories that we made. You're on fire, you inspire.
The
Feel the
Commission hasn't
power
changed,
of
has it?
desire.
The tides come and go.
Hype it up and shout it out.
Remains the same.
Persistently, no
For us,
doubt.
A wild
there's nothing more nostalgic than our home.
coat.
You're both food
I don't know.
Miss Lucia?
Yes, I grew up here,
Komala?
listening to the sound of waves while researching prescriptions with my mentors and peers at the Alchemy Commission. It's kind of sad.
You
isn't
got
it?
anything
Everything changes, but somehow
anything going on this week or
remains
weekend,
familiar.
Persnickety?
Just like you, Don Hung, I traveled far from home, and now I've returned. Seeing the familiar scenery brings back a hint of nostalgia.
The view here would be even better without the ambrosial arbor.
Oh, really? I think that towering tree looks pretty impressive.
Even if it's impressive, it's a plague mark. The Xianzhou have been fighting abominations for thousands of years. And now that the ambrosial arbor has been reborn, it's only natural for everyone to feel uneasy.
Well, once a seed is planted, no matter how long it takes, it'll eventually sprout and bear fruit. In my humble opinion, the rebirth of the ambrosial arbor and the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were inevitable. The seed was already planted when the ancestors of the Xianzhou sought immortality.
Yeah.
My bad. Well, since you went through the entire
Got something
ambrosial
done.
arbor
I
crisis
just get some shit
firsthand,
done, John.
Don Hung
Yeah,
and
I'm still
Lieutenant Yan
kind of
Qing, I'd like to discuss something
I'm
with
still
you.
kind of looking myself. Haven't found
What would you like to
anything
discuss, Miss Linksha?
that
I was lucky enough to be chosen by the Alliance to
well
come
that I
in
don't have to
and
drive forever
clean
for.
up all the old grime in the Alchemy Commission.
Trying to find something a little closer to
Honestly,
home.
the Alchemy Commission is
Well,
riddled with problems and
trying to
has
find,
reached a
trying to
point where
find.
fixing it
I already had
seems
something that was closer to
impossible.
home. It just they
I'm
sucked.
looking to remedy this problem,
So I'm just trying
but
to
was
find something
wondering
else
if
that's
you
closer to
could
home.
provide any insights.
'Cause I don't want to. I don't want to drive 45
Even though I'm a
minutes.
Vidyadharan like you, I'm an outsider, just like my companions
Yeah,
here.
unless they're gonna give me like $40 an
I
hour, then I'll
can't
drive
really
40,
say much
45
about a
minutes.
remedy, but I do have a piece of advice.
But I'm not
Miss
driving
Lingsha.
45 minutes for no
The
12 to
Vidyadhara
$15
and
an
the
hour.
Alchemy Commission on the Luofu have always been intricately connected. If you cannot distance yourself from these ties, Miss Lingsha, changing the situation within the Alchemy Commission may be quite challenging.
I may not know about politics, but I do know that the disciples of Sanctus Medicus have been operating within the Alchemy Commission for years. If you're determined to root them out, maybe you should discuss it with the General.
I see. Thank you for your valuable insights. While the Lux Arrow from the Rainbow possesses unparalleled power to sever the ambrosial arbor, it can't sever mortals' desire to prolong their existence. Just like how the Cloud Knights can eliminate the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but are unable to calm the hearts and minds of the people within the Alchemy Commission. Our Xianzhou forebears knew this well, and that's why they entrusted the duty of guarding the roots of the arbor to the Vidyadhara. However, the Vidyadhara are still only mortal beings. 30 years ago, my mentor served as Alchemy Commission's Cauldron Master. She recognized the emerging undercurrents and sought to cleanse the source of the disturbance. Unfortunately, even though she was skilled in the art of healing, she didn't understand the human heart or how to eliminate the sickness lurking within the depths of the Alchemy Commission. In the end, she was framed and exiled to the Juming. I was also implicated and had to leave the Luofu. And guess who arbitrated the case and handed down the sentence? None other than General Jing Yuan himself.
What?
You heard it right. The ones responsible
That's right.
for the corruption
Take
in the
notes.
Alchemy Commission are not just the remnants of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, but even the Divine Foresight himself.
What?
Alas, why is your face turning pale, Yanqing? Don't worry about it. I understand that when someone holds a position of power, they may sometimes have to make tough decisions. I won't hold any personal grudges against him. Besides, at our age, holding personal grudges is a luxury we can't afford.
Lingsha, you're back! I've been waiting ages for you.
Yunli! Why aren't you with your grandpa? What brings you to the Alchemy Commission? Well, let me take this opportunity to introduce you to Yanqing.
What a small world. You stole my sword! Give it back!
You stole my sword.
I see. Let's skip the introduction part then.
Why do I keep bumping into you? Are you stalking me or something?
Of course not. Unlike you, Miss Yunli, I have important things to take care of. You, on the other hand, seem to have all the time in the world to wander around without returning my sword.
Grandpa used to say that a sword reflects its master. I talked to your sword, and it told me that you've been distracted. You hesitate when you should strike, and you struggle to stay calm when your sword is unsheathed. Now that I see you again, I realize your sword was right. It wasn't me who took your sword. It was you who lost focus.
Do you really expect me to believe that nonsense? I've been taking it easy on you because you're a guest from the Juming, but you're not taking the hint. Don't people from the Juming know you're supposed to return what you've borrowed?
No.
Just look at this flying sword.
She's
Even if I gave it back to
long-term
you
borrowing.
now, it'd just be taken away again in a few hours. You know the Cloud Knight saying. A Cloud Knight must never let slip their weapon. Yes? Well, sure. I can give it back to you now. But on the battlefield, that's a whole different story.
That's right, officer. I did not steal that item. I was just long-term borrowing it.
Between these two, who do you
Wonder if
think
that
is
would work for
tougher?
a bank.
Don't get me wrong. I'm just
Like, no, I didn't rob the bank. I just took a long-term loan
Ready to separate them.
that I never planned to pay back.
It is my first day at the Alchemy Commission. A brawl is definitely not how I imagined celebrating it.
Well, since you don't approve, I won't draw my sword here.
I didn't mean it in that way. Since you've already drawn your swords, you'd be disappointed if you didn't get to test one another, right? I've received reports that the delves near the Alchemy Commission are still infested with abominations. Seems like my predecessors left quite a mess. So, if you two want to determine who's better, why not focus on them instead of each other?
Clearing out some abominations? Sounds boring.
It's the Cloud Knight's duty to eliminate those abominations. You don't have to ask me twice, Miss Lingsha. I'll help you get rid of them.
Oh, you think you're the only one who knows how to behave? If Lingsha needs anything, I'll gladly draw my sword and help her out.
It's so heartwarming to see both of you being so sweet and caring. So then, shall we get going? Ever since the disciples of Sanctus Medicus were eradicated, their experimental abominations have been festering here. If you want a contest, I'll be the referee. The one who kills the most abominations within an hour wins.
Lingsha, as always, you're still an expert in making unpaid work sound so noble and grand.
It's for your own good, little Yunli. While you desire to compete against each other, I don't want to see either of you getting hurt.
That's really thoughtful of you, Cauldron Master.
So, are you both ready?
Let's do this.
Ugh. Looks like my... Let me say it again. The one who kills the most, be careful when you draw your swords, and make sure you don't hurt each other.
Can we start now, Lingsha?
Let's go. Shit, look. I got one to finish with. So I'm about to beat them.
Relax. Patience is my middle name. I always deliver.
Again? Strike with heart! On the still waters of oblivion.
I hit the mark.
Time for swordplay! She wields her sword with ease.
Oh, dang.
Shouldn't underestimate her.
Destined for oblivion.
Time for a lesson.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Slowly getting there.
Bladed flight!
Hedge your bets.
Watch your head. Free will, or was it fate? On the still waters of oblivion.
Bending the rules.
We? There's no backing out now. For me or you.
Ha! I won't lose to you when it comes to swordplay.
Afraid you probably might.
Practice is over. Swords descend.
Sure, I'll play along.
Another journey begins. Destined for oblivion.
Who's the little backstabber?
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Well, it's got 50-50.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it off. Watch your head.
Oh.
I always deliver.
A one-time enemy.
Hedge your bets.
Shoot.
Free will, or was it fate? On the still waters of oblivion.
Time for swordplay.
I almost feel like this was
Lose some, win some.
How was your Taco Bell? Or did you get something else?
Self-inflicted misery. Another journey begins. Destined for oblivion.
Nacho fries. Oh man, I love them nacho fries.
You got lucky. Why don't you just give me back my sword, sincerely apologize, and then go cry your eyes out to your grandpa? Consider yourself lucky that I'm not interested in your rusty sword, because I don't have the nasty habit of snatching other people's weapons.
All you did was chop down a few monsters. Don't get carried away with yourself.
Like, I want to make them at home.
Take the sword from my hand. Go ahead and
Get some of that nacho cheese dust, a little bit of taco seasoning. Toss them in a bowl. Should be something fairly simple of whoa.
Well
Who's-
fought, my young friends.
Who's that?
However, both of you have shortcomings. One of you focuses on dodging and weaving, while the other relies on brute strength, trying to take down targets with a single strike.
Who are you?
Me? I'm just a patient seeking medicine from the Alchemy Commission. A passerby, if you will. I thought I'd see my fill of impressive fights during the war dance. Yet here I am.
Hold on, we might be
able to
saving some
witness
pulls.
A remarkable fight at the Alchemy Commission, of all places. Well, the Lawfu is never short of surprises. However, I have a small suggestion for you. Why don't you settle this dispute fair and square in the war dances ring? That way, you can resolve your differences with a proper duel and put your grudges behind you.
Grudges? No, not at all.
But anyway,
Yumi
back to
and
the before I got distracted.
Just sparring.
It's probably something simple if you chop your own
Sparring. You summoned your
potatoes,
flying swords and she
probably putting a
swung
little bit
her
of
sword with
taco
full strength.
seasoning in the flour
No grudges between you. I don't
with some salt and getting them coated, and then when they come out, you dust them in the.
What brings you here, Lady Feishao? Have you finished your health consultation?
See, I would rather
with the
use like
dragon
taco seasoning. That's probably what it is altogether.
Grandpa always talks about you. Could it be that you're...
Like
The Merlin's Claw of
toss a
the
little bit
Xianzhou
of
Yaoqing?
taco seasoning and
Looks
You know
like
what?
I'm
I'm gonna
quite
do that.
famous on the Sanjo Lafu, too.
I might do that this weekend.
Of course,
Make my own nacho
everyone has heard
fries.
of the great general, known to all and unbeknown to none.
Great General. Isn't that title a bit too narcissistic? I don't like it. Ooh, I heard there's a dozing general on the Lafu, so I came up with a humble nickname for myself. The
The
Lacking
lacking
General.
general.
Lacking in worries, regrets, and rivals.
Okay.
Sounds much better.
I do know she's gonna be a playable character, so I'm saving my pulls now.
Yeah, that's a befitting
Sure.
title that sounds both humble and
Sure, I would love to have it.
Now that the sparring session is over, Yanqing and Yunli, shouldn't you politely thank General Fei Xiao for her guidance and bury the hatchet?
Be awesome to bring out how her kid is, put her and Acheron on the same team, and just
It might get taken
destroy
away again.
everything.
By the way, we haven't settled the score yet. I'll defeat you fair and square next time we fight.
This is how she apologizes?
Ooh. Oh.
Now
Yes.
that I finally got my
I
sword
didn't even
back,
think about that.
I should report to the seat of divine foresight. I'll take my leave, General Fei Xiao.
In all honesty, I'd probably get this cheese sauce I get from Walmart. It's in the
Oh, by the way, Miss Lingsha, if you've got some free time,
the Mexican
I'd
aisle.
like to invite you to the seat of divine foresight for a chat
And it's
with
got
General
a lot of
Jing Yuan. I
products
think there's more to
from
those
Mexico,
personal
and there's
grudges
this
you mentioned
awesome
earlier.
cheese stuff. I can't remember the name of it, but there's this awesome cheese sauce
Thanks
that's
for
pretty
stepping in,
cheap
General
too.
Fei Xiao.
And,
Otherwise,
oh,
I'd
it
have
is
had to knock them
so
out with
good.
my incense.
I know
Not at
they.
all. Just doing what you
I
asked.
hate that they do
How
that.
about we call it even as payment for the healer
Like,
lady's
I know why they do it, but I just hate that they do it.
But even a general needs to pay their bills. We don't do credit here. And let's not forget, you'd have been waiting decades for a chance to see the Dragon Lady if it weren't for me.
Well, you can always send the bill to the seat of divine foresight and say it's for mentoring those kids. After all, it was quite the effort splitting them up.
That's one other
I
thing
knew
too,
they had to
because
get
I did
tough.
work for Taco Bell for a
Now,
little bit,
if you'll excuse me, I need to find a spot and get some fresh
and
air.
like 50% of the limited time items, they have the stuff to make them all the time. But I know it's to have that
Back already?
FOMO feel.
You've met with Jing Yuan and wandered
That
around
way, so
for a few
people
hours.
rush and buy it,
So, what do
and
you
then it's
think?
gone, and then an
It appears
artificial
that the Divine Foresight is using this war dance as
promo.
a show of strength to convince everyone that the Lafu is prospering after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis.
But I know you're going to say but, right?
But the influx of people attending
Because
the war dance
the
is like a
nacho
breeding
fries, all
ground
it,
for disorder and rumors.
the one I worked at, so it
One
was
wrong
just
move,
normal
and the
fries,
Lafu could be in a
and then
world
there
of
was just a
chaos.
powder we tossed them in,
The Cloud
and that was
Knights on the
it.
streets remain vigilant.
And then
So at
had
the
the
very
little
least, General Jing Yuan
the
is
same
aware
cheese
of this.
sauce that they put on.
As for other matters, I'm unable to say.
Everything else is the same dipping
I'd prefer
sauce.
to be excused from future meetings with generals. I'm just a military healer. And now all of a sudden I'm thrust onto the center stage having cordial chats with two generals?
My work doesn't lend itself to being in the limelight either.
Nice.
Just stop whining. At least you're in one piece,
Love
right?
the soft top.
Before getting in touch with General
I don't know what it
Jing
is about
I wanted
Taco
to put
Bell soft
aside my
tacos, but
assumptions and see his
they are
momentum.
just different than anything
That
else.
includes the overall bearing of the Cloud Knights on the street, what people are saying, and how those close to him behave.
The might of an army dwells not within its pawns, but within the force of its collective
I'm not really fond of the
momentum.
cinnamon twists.
Recognizing this
I don't know if
fact
they
reveals
changed the
true
recipe
measure of power.
from back in the day or not. They just taste
Thanks for
different to me
enlightening
now.
me, General.
A perfectly clear statement turned confusing thanks to your translation. You've made me lose where I was now.
Or maybe
Anyway,
I just
This is how I operate in battle, so you might as well get used to it.
strawberry
Are
ones.
you treating General Jingyuan as your enemy?
The longest serving general of the Xianzhou
I've never seen strawberry ones.
Do you
I
think
I
he'd
would
have
probably
only
try
a
them.
few enemies?
I'd imagine it probably had that
By
artificial
the way,
strawberry
General,
taste,
you met the healer lady, yes? Could
but
you
I'd still
show me
try
the
them.
medicine she prescribed you?
What the
Well,
heck?
the healer lady couldn't do anything about my condition. She just told me to enjoy
They didn't
some
have
tasty
anything like that around here. Kind of disappointed.
So not even the famed healer lady could help? Don't worry. I'll fulfill my promise and find a way to cure you. Actually, I've found some leads.
Well, life and death, Zhao Cho. It's all predetermined. Upon starting my military career, I made a pledge that the rest of my life would be dedicated to being the Xianzhou's spearhead, hunting down the abominations of abundance till the end of my days.
Grande
As long as
Mexican
I can
pizza.
fulfill that deep-seated desire, I don't care how long
Ooh, yeah, I do love the Bel Grandes.
You asked if I view General Jing Yuan as my enemy. No.
See, my go-to
My
is
real enemy
either
has
the
always
nachos Bel Grande or some soft tacos. Like, occasionally, I'll get those
Enjoy some
Doritos,
tasty food. So,
Dorito hard shells,
what's
but
for dinner tonight?
like, I gotta be in the mood for those.
You really know how to read the room, don't you?
You guys figure it out for yourselves. I'm due to catch up with an old war friend I've not seen for quite a long
Yeah,
time.
I like the hot Dorito.
Hey! Was that the Yaoqing general who
With the
just
Diablo
dropped in out of
sauce.
nowhere? Oh, she's so awesome. I mean, when Yoon Lee swung that massive sword, she just casually blocked her attack with ease.
And mine too.
Yeah. But to go up against Yoon Lee is quite impressive, you know? That aura of heroism and grace. It almost makes me want to learn Xianzhou swordplay.
I gotta feel that
too,
burn.
right?
I always regret it later on, but
I agree. General Fei Xiao is indeed impressive.
General Face Wow, yeah.
I was
I
talking
gotta get
about
her.
Yanqing, actually.
Thanks for the kind words, Miss March. The war dance is coming up, and I've been chosen to represent the Cloud Knights in the ceremony. I've had my fair share of defeats lately, and even though I know there are always more skilled swordmasters out there, seeing General Fei Xiao's skills today has made me feel a bit uneasy again.
Don't underestimate yourself. After all, generals won't fight in the ring during the war dance. Just remember the state of mind you had when you single-handedly took on me and Blade, putting life and death aside. With that mindset, you can prevail against most challengers.
I see. Thanks for the advice, Master Danheng. By the way, now that today's events are over, General Jing Yuan wants to invite all of you to the seat of...
Oh, I didn't mean to cut him
I
off.
bet it's about how to deal with the generals from the Yaoqing and the Zhu Ming.
I really don't want to get caught up in grown-up games so soon. I just hope Generals Fei Xiao and Huaiyan can see the truth. We don't need any more chaos on the Luofu before the war
Weird
dance.
shitting. You need to oil it up. I like how they give you an achievement for doing the story that you're already gonna achieve anyway. Oh, where do I need to go? Right? Is this not it?
All this free time, why not make the most of it with a game?
Guess I went the wrong way.
What is your purpose for entering the seat of divine foresight?
Whatever I want it to be. Does you know what sounds good? Fajitas.
Earlier at the Palace of Astral, I introduced these guests from the Astral Express to you, Elder Hwyan. But with all the people around, we only exchanged pleasantries. Now, I'd like to officially introduce them to you. These three braved great dangers, accompanying me to perilous places, defeating the chief culprit Vantilia, and uncovering the conspiracies of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. If you wish to know more, please, feel free to ask us.
Well, I skimmed through the reports about the Arbor's rebirth from the Master Diviner Hu Xuan. She's been summoned to the Yuchue for questioning. There are a lot of doubts within the Alliance about this whole situation. But despite all that, I believe in you. Since you joined the ranks, you have repeatedly achieved remarkable feats. After the High Cloud Quintet each went their separate ways, despite the many criticisms within the Alliance, the Marshal still stood firm against the dissenting voices and entrusted the Lawfu to you. Over the years, you've served the Alliance with loyalty and wisdom. You've taken down abominations in Thalassa, rescued the Xianzhou Yuchue from a siege, and destroyed the demonic planet summoned by the denizens of abundance. I still remember those battles vividly. There are fools who doubt your loyalty. They're happy to see the divine foresight fail because it gives them some kind of sick satisfaction. They haven't achieved anything of their own, so they feed off the failures of others. But I've seen enough failures in my time, and I want to believe that your loyalty has never wavered.
So, General Fei Xiao of the Yaoqing is the only one investigating the Ambrosial Arbor crisis on behalf of the Alliance?
No. I am too.
This old man's words always catch me off guard.
The Marshal ordered me to come to the Xianzhou Lawfu, but the document only says, attend the war dance and listen to Fei Xiao's questioning.
Like, what does that mean?
The Marshal is well aware of Jing Yuan's purpose in holding the ceremony and understands the situation he is facing. She mentioned it because she believes both issues are important.
Thanks for your kindness and sincerity, Elder Hwyan. But is it appropriate to tell everyone here about the Marshal's orders?
By introducing the Express's witnesses to me alone, aren't you aiming to discern the intentions behind both my actions and Fei Xiao's? And whether there's any discord between us? Well, since I'm being open and honest with you, I encourage you young folk to do the same. As for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis, all I need to do is listen. General Fei Xiao will be the one asking the questions. To be honest, I'm more concerned about the timely start of the war dance. Oh, by the way, I've prepared a gift for the war dance.
What's the gift?
Yes, it's this case right here.
It has the same pattern. You know what? This thing will be for March. It's got the same pattern as the splash art.
There will be numerous contests and celebrations during the war dance, and the main event will be the Ringmaster's Challenge. The host will dispatch a skilled warrior to take on challengers from all over the cosmos, showcasing the excellent martial arts of the Xianzhou Luofu. When you mentioned that the Astral Express would be attending the ceremony, I thought the High Elder of the Luofu would be the Ringmaster.
You humor me, Elder Huayan. The healer lady is just a young lady who knows nothing about martial arts. How can I assign her as the ringmaster?
I'm no match to you when it comes to joking.
What's this box for? Why don't you open it, General Huayan?
This sword case is intended for the War Dance's award. It's empty now, but in a few days, a precious sword will be delivered and stored inside. I don't mean to boast about our skills, but this sword represents the pinnacle of the Ju-Ming's craftsmanship. It has a legendary history, full of heroic tales from foreign lands, tales that are too detailed to be summarized in just a few words. Since the delegation delivering the sword hasn't arrived yet, I'll just leave the case here for now. I've been wondering who would be worthy of such a sword. And then it hit me. I can award it to the champion of the Ringmaster's Challenge. The ceremony's champion is sure to be a perfect match for the sword. Moreover, I hear that Yanqing is an excellent swordmaster, and that he will be representing the Luofu as the Ringmaster. So it seems like a perfect gift for him.
Thank you for your generosity, Elder Huayan.
If you want to give me a sword, just say the word, Grandpa. No need to beat around the bush.
You've got confidence, my girl, but I don't think you can best Yanqing.
I know you're all about swords, Miss Yunli. It's just a shame that it's the sword that ultimately chooses its rightful master.
Yeah.
Don't
And
get
even if
cocky
someone
now.
gets their hands on such a precious sword, it'll probably end up in someone else's.
The outcome of our duel at the Alchemy Commission is still up in the air. Since you're interested, why don't you represent the Xianzhou Juming and challenge me in the ring?
That's exactly what I had in mind. Nobody knows who's gonna come out on top. It could be me, could be someone else. It'll probably be me. But whatever happens, it won't be him.
Not to be rude or anything, we've been watching their drama. I'm dying to find out who beats who.
Casey, how's it going?
Quiet down.
Hey, Pig, welcome
We have
in.
other guests
How y'all
here.
doing?
I've prepared this sword to add some excitement to the ceremony, not to have you two squabble. It's not a good look for the Alliance. While you both seem confident that you'll win, you need to remember there can only be one winner and one loser in the ring, which could lead to hard feelings. Actually, I have an idea. We don't know who the winner will be, and it might
What
not
y'all
be
up to
either of
today?
you. But
Got anything going on this
if you're
week or
eyeing that
weekend?
prize, you'll need to work together. I want you to take on an apprentice who will take part in the war dance and win at least one match.
How does that make sense?
In my humble opinion, while a Cloud Knight is commendable by securing victories, it's even more so to pass on your skills and spread the way of swordplay.
Just on a quick break from work.
I'd
Awesome.
be greatly pleased if
I
this apprentice
appreciate
could
it.
represent the Express in the war dance.
I seen you lurking.
Displaying their Cloud Knight
Hopefully you're
flair
having a great day at
and
work.
prowess.
Well,
and hopefully it goes
Elder
by
Huang's
fast.
idea is quite interesting. Imparting swordplay skills
Going pretty
requires
good. I
teamwork,
think I'm probably about
and both the winner
a
and the
third of the way
loser will
in
learn a
for
valuable
this story.
lesson regardless of the outcome.
I think.
The question
Maybe about,
is, whom should the two of them
I'm
take
either
as
about
an
a third or
apprentice?
halfway through.
Huh? Who? Wait, me?
You're the one that wanted to learn the sword art?
I noticed just now that Miss March seemed quite interested in the outcome of your sword fight. So I thought, why not teach her the art of swordplay?
Wait. Are you serious, General? Why am I being dragged into this all of a sudden? I've never practiced swordplay before. I'm a total newbie. You really think I can learn it? Well, you'll
So apparently I
probably
did the
realize
quest
I
out of
have no
order.
hope and give up on me. And that'd be
Because I did the
so
training quest for
embarrassing.
her already. Guess I was supposed to do this first and then the training quest. Just accept your fate.
Isn't this a perfect chance for you?
Oh,
I
voice
remember you
lines.
mentioning that you wanted to learn some sword moves.
Yeah, I did say that. But this is all
The
happening so
Trailblazer
quickly,
speaks.
don't you think?
Miss March is like a piece of jade in the rough, just waiting to be shaped. The war dance is the perfect opportunity to see what heights she can reach.
I appreciate your kind words, General YN. But won't teaching me swordplay be a waste of Yanqing and Yunli's time? They should be preparing for the ceremony. Plus, I heard that each swordmaster has their own special moves. What if they let something slip while teaching me? If everyone knows each other's tactics, won't that make it hard to catch people off guard during the war dance?
That's considerate of you, March 7th. But don't worry. It'll take you at least a decade of hard training before you can even start learning special moves. No need to freak out. A few Juming swordplay tricks will mean you'll be more than equipped.
Really?
Looks like March's curiosity has been piqued.
The whole point is to know each other's moves. Defeating your opponent in just one move? How boring would that be? Plus, what really decides a swordsman's fate isn't some special move. It's the solid fundamentals.
So Miss Yunli has already agreed. What do you say, Yanqing?
General,
And she's like,
I haven't graduated
yeah.
yet. How can I be qualified to teach swordplay to others?
So you're admitting your defeat, huh? If you're not even confident to teach, why don't you let me be the ringmaster instead?
Yanqing, teaching an apprentice is also a way of honing your own skills and gaining insights. You've been an apprentice for years. It's about time you looked at swordplay from another perspective.
I see, General. Then count me in.
Now that Yanqing has agreed too, it all comes down to Miss March giving her nod.
It's up to you to make the final decision, March.
Time for you to become the best swordmaster on the
At
Express.
least that way, I won't have to worry about you accidentally shooting me in the butt all the time.
Hey, I've never missed my target.
So she shot you on a butt on purpose.
I'm on board. Thank you for your kindness, General YN.
Great! Starting tomorrow, Yanqing and Yunli will teach you the basics of the Cloud Knight's swordplay. Yunli and I will head out and purchase some sword practice equipment for Miss March. Think of it as a little initiation gift.
You're too kind. Wait, you're giving me a gift? Shouldn't it be the other way around? General Huayan's gone. Wait, why does something feel off about what we talked about?
Because where are we going?
I think we strayed off topic. How did things even get to this point?
Yeah, I brought you here because the General said he had some important matters to discuss. But how in the world did Yoon Lee and I suddenly become Miss March's swordplay mentors?
Because General Huayan wants us to stick around on the Lo Fu for some time. But from his point of view, we're no different from all the other tourists who may leave at any time. Since the crew's actions were mentioned in the Lo Fu's operations log were given to the Alliance, he probably wants to see firsthand if we're as capable as the report claims, or if we're just some made-up excuse to save face. And he wants to see it for himself during the war dance, which is why he even dragged Yun Li into this. What began as a simple contest between two sword masters has now evolved into you two collaborating to mentor March.
Elder Huayan is still that tricky general who likes to give everyone a headache. My apologies. Truth be told, I invited all of you to the ceremony because I wished for you to act as my witnesses. I apologize for not disclosing this information earlier. In the coming weeks, I'll also invite all of you to a meeting with General Fei Xiao, where you may need to answer her questions and clear up any doubts she might have. So please, be prepared for the meeting.
Oh, look.
Don't
Now
worry, General.
now the Trailblazer
No
doesn't
matter
talk.
what happens, I'm prepared to stay here as the Express's witness and answer any questions.
Thank you, everyone.
General, I know there isn't much I can do to share your burden, but as the Luofu Ringmaster, I won't let anyone defeat me in the war dance.
I know.
The illustrious Merlin's Claw waiting for me? And for so long, too? It's quite an honor. It's been a while, General Fei Xiao.
It's been 30 years since we last saw each other. Right, Yukong?
Yes. Back then, you were the vanguard of the Yao Qing's Verdant Knights, and I was a pilot of the Lo Fu's Rainbow Orbit fleet. Who would have thought that upon meeting again, you'd be a general, and I'd have given up flying? Really does feel like a lifetime ago. Well, I wouldn't say I haven't seen you in 30 years. After all, your great victories are announced through the Yellow Bell resonance system every day.
Yeah!
So I'm well aware of your great feats. How's your health holding up?
Still stable, I suppose. Do you still remember the medic who saved me in battle?
That healer with the odd name and peculiar temperament. What was his name again? Was it Pichu? Or Kachio?
Jiao Cho. He's been my retainer and personal healer, delegated by the Alchemy Commission from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. Over the years, he's dedicated himself to managing my condition. It's thanks to him that I'm still in good health today. Given my background, I'm happy to have made it this far.
I'm relieved to know that you're safe and sound. Well then, since you and Elder Huayan are here, I imagine you must have received orders from the Marshal? As your friend, may I ask how the Alliance intends to punish the General of the Lawfu?
The Arbor's rebirth has frightened the Elders who lurk behind the scenes. They fear the resurgence of abominations, much like what happened 30 years ago. Although, the reports from the Lawfu
No, I didn't want to do that.
details, we don't know if the Ruin Legion really invaded, or how exactly the Stellaron Hunters and the Astral Express became involved. This puzzle has many missing pieces. As you know, the fugitive Jing Liu, who mysteriously disappeared many years ago, has resurfaced. This time, she has brought along an Outworlder and a coffin, claiming to offer the Marshal a method to fight against the Eons. The Lawfu Preceptor has also leveled accusations against Jing Yuan for neglecting the Alliance's principles. She asserts that Jing Yuan enabled the exiled Imbibitor Lunae to re-enter the Lawfu, thereby unlocking the lunarescent depths within Scale Gorge Waterscape, which in turn disrupted the Vidyadhara's dutiful watch over the Ambrosial Arbor. It is for these reasons that I have come here to the Lawfu today. Well, duty calls. Perhaps I shouldn't have mentioned all of this to an uninvolved person, but since we once fought together, I didn't want to keep you in the dark. Perhaps pretending you didn't hear any of this would be for the best.
I understand. I'm sorry. I was out of line. I know I shouldn't be defending General Jing Yuan right now, but... well, you know how I am. The Lawfu has enjoyed centuries of stability since the end of the sedition of Imbibitor Lunae, much of which can be attributed to General Jing Yuan's masterful strategizing. Unfortunately, for a long-life species, enduring through the ages always culminates in a failure that undoes all previous achievements. A moment that our adversaries relish.
That's true. And that's why I'm also here for another purpose. To visit Hule.
Hule? You mean that Hule? The Borisin Warhead? The same Hule who has been imprisoned in the Shackling prison for over 7 centuries?
The nemesis of the Foxians who will never be forgiven and shall be imprisoned until the end of the cosmos. I can't quite remember the exact wording, but yes, the very same Hule.
Usually, only emissaries from the Xianzhou Yaoqing Skyfaring Commission visit him once every century. Why do you have to visit him now, of all times?
The Foxians and the Alliance made a pact to combat the abominations, aiming to achieve justice and free their kin. That werewolf monster is to be forever imprisoned in the dark recesses of the Shackling prison, facing unending retribution. Given the situation on the Lawfu, those on the Yaoqing are concerned about Hule's imprisonment. I'm afraid that the routine visit every century is no longer sufficient to ease their concerns. That's why I was sent here, to reassure them.
It's all bad news.
Well, not everything. There might be a silver lining. Oh, by the way, I found some clues about the thing you asked for.
Tell me more.
The Verdant Knights followed the route you mentioned and discovered the wreckage of the Whistling Flame ship. Unfortunately, there were no survivors and no cargo. However, someone had already been on the scene before we arrived.
Our people? Or someone from the
I
IPC?
already took that one off.
No, neither. Yukong, have you heard of a person named Ron May?
I'm still feeling sleepy.
Stupid.
Did I oversleep? Where did March and Donhung go?
They went crazy. Nice.
This humble abode welcomes you, while a drizzle douses dust. Brew some leaves and enjoy a luxurious liquid amber.
Safe. Okay.
There you are.
Got a new one. I can't put up the one I wanted. A little disappointed.
You haven't forgotten about our promise to General Huayan, have you? I woke up especially early so I can start teaching Miss March swordplay.
Hey, why are you blushing, Master Yanqing?
This is, the first time someone has called me Master. I need to, get used to it. Let me make it clear. Swordplay training is about improving your body, mind, and strength. It's not a casual game you can master overnight. I promised General Huayan that I'd teach you Cloud Knight swordplay, so you can participate in the war dance and defeat at least one opponent. I'll do my best, but if you break your master's rules...
Fine. A promise is a promise. Since I promised to study hard, I'll do my best starting today.
Great! That's the spirit.
March is in your hands now, Yanqing. Don't be too easy on her.
Donhung, do you even have a heart? Did you lose it somewhere? By the way, where's Yunli?
I've found a quiet spot in the back garden of the Palace of Astrum for our first lesson together.
Seriously? It's the first day, and you two are already late? Why is everyone on the Luofu so laid back? So disappointing.
Master Yunli!
She's like, I've been here since 2 a.m.
Sorry for keeping you waiting.
Oh, wait! Were you trying to teach her in secret? That's sneaky!
I'm just showing you what Luofu etiquette is all about. She might be my apprentice, but it's customary for the master to personally escort their apprentice to the place of learning. As the host, I'll be teaching Miss March the essence of Luofu swordplay, after which she'll emerge victorious in the war dance ring. You won't be complaining about Luofu swordplay then.
Stand aside, rookie. Let me show you how we Ju-Ming sword masters treat their apprentices. Quickly, over here, Miss March. This is a reverse mentorship gift from me to you. I hope you put it to good use.
What's this? Xianzhou clothing? It's so beautiful!
Sword practice requires precise movements. This outfit is tailored to fit perfectly and allows for smooth movements. I even added some small accessories. I put a lot of thought into it.
You're awesome, Master Yunli!
See? See? compete with me. I'll teach March 7th the essence of Juming swordplay, so she can win the contest with my sword skills.
Actually, I've prepared something too.
Huh? You have a gift for me too, Master Yanqing?
Since you want to learn swordplay, Miss March, you'll need suitable weapons. So, I went out of my way to prepare a pair of swords overnight. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to ask the craftsman to customize the swords for you, but I did my best to choose ones that look nice and are suitable for a beginner. I hope you like them, Miss March.
Thank you, Master Yanqing!
Bet you didn't see that one coming, did you, Yun Li?
The real competition is just getting started.
I'm so lucky to have two great masters. But why does it feel like things are getting a bit weird? So what do you think, masters? Does this outfit suit me?
Perfect. I chose it carefully. It's perfect for beautiful young swordswomen like you and me.
All right, let's get started with the training. The person next to me is a Cloud Knight instructor I've brought in. For your first lesson, try exchanging a couple of moves with him.
Wait. We're having actual combat training for the first lesson? Isn't that a bit too intense?
Well, I heard you have some experience with archery and martial arts. The first thing we're going to do is see just how strong your fundamentals are. Come on, step forward and strike with the sword in the most natural way you can think of. It's important for us to grasp your natural movements so we can decide where to start and what you need to learn.
If you're ready, let's begin.
Okay.
All right.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
Yeah, I'm ready. But please go easy on me.
Then I apologize in advance, Miss March.
That ain't happening.
I could take 10 of you.
All right.
Oh, come on! Let me fight. You please have some tea.
Pay close attention, Miss March. Luofu swordplay is all about being swift and agile in your movements.
And thank you for the raid.
Hey, old metal. Just between between us.
How is it going?
Which
How's
one
it
do you
going?
want to strike? Oh, all of them? All right.
And hello, Raiders. What were you playing today? Playing more of the Tashima? Nice. How far did you make it through today? This one I want to. Oh, shoot.
Yes, you like this? Well done. Swords descend.
Like, followed by it.
Strike with heart.
Yeah, I'm going through.
Time for sword play.
They gave March 7th another form, so I'm going through the quest line now to unlock it. Oh, I did that too early. Oh, maybe not.
Starting to get the hang of it.
Bladed flight.
Awesome. With a true heart and focused mind, here I come.
Yep, I've been playing since release.
Yeah. Right on time.
Ah,
Yes, you.
there we go.
Descend to earth. How many can you block?
Yeah, I do Genshin, Starveil, and Wuthering Waves right now. Well, and ZZZ, but I don't really count ZZZ because I'm keeping that one 100% free to play. And I don't really play that one too often. I play that one probably once a week at most. Like, I'm not really into ZZZ.
Strike with heart. Practice is over. Swords descend.
Oh, come on. Let me fight.
But yeah, it was. Oh,
A one-time enemy. Bladed flight.
oh, yeah, I can't. But 3 is about my limit of keeping track of. Because, like I said, I can't get into ZZZ with the other ones. If I did, if I had 4 of them, I think I'd probably go crazy.
You'll make good practice. Yeah.
Yes, you.
Time to show you what I can really do. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less cards. What?
Yeah, like I still play it every now and then just because I do find it interesting, just not that interesting.
Time for sword play. Bladed flight.
Awesome. All right, check out this move. I didn't expect the first
But like
lesson
none of
to
the
be
characters really
so intense.
really grab my attention.
Miss March has quick hands and a
The
flexible
the
body.
gameplay for that
She's a
one's just kind
perfect
of
fit for practicing Lawfu sword play.
mediocre to me.
However, she lacks strength,
And
and her strikes were a bit unfocused.
just a heads up, there is a
totally normal for
ad coming
beginners.
here in just a few
Once she
minutes.
starts practicing Dooming swordplay, she'll make
I do
heaps
run
of
a
progress.
3-minute ad once an hour because it gets rid of all other ads and all the pre-rolls. So,
Her strength. Seriously, do you actually know anything about swordplay, or what?
I could ask you the same thing.
but yeah, it should be here in about a minute or
Require
two.
agility. So
Then
what's
have another
more
hour
important
of
than footwork?
ad-free viewing.
Instead of focusing on her strengths, we should address her weaknesses. The drawback of wielding two swords is not
But yeah, I think my
generating enough
favorite one right
force.
now though is Wuthering Waves, just
Good is being
because
quick on your feet if you don't have strength. It's not like we're
just because
dancing
the
here.
combat
Skilled
and
sword
the
masters know
story
how to play to their
and
strengths
just overall
and work
design
on their
too.
weaknesses. Start with what you're good at, then tackle your weaknesses.
And of course, I am
That's
looking
the
forward
right
to Natlin here in
Quite the theorist, huh?
probably about 2 more weeks for Natlin.
You claim to be able to talk to swords. So what does that make you? A lunatic?
Hey, it's only my first lesson, and you're already arguing. Come on, calm down, Masters. I'll have to improve both my footwork and strength anyway, so it doesn't matter which one comes first.
But it does matter. Just listen to me, March 7th.
Aww.
Combat is my favorite part. I'm a veteran of FGO. I'm not familiar with what is FGO. If you were able to hear me before that ad went on. You know what? I have heard of that one. Haha, I unlocked her. Sweet. All right. So now I need to figure out a light cone for her, which I think this is the one I need to pull off. I think I need to pull it off of Sealy. Yeah, that may have been where I saw it too. But I could have swore I've seen the Gacha game, or at least seen clips of it anyway. And it looked good. It's one of those that got a nice art style as well. Let's see, basic attack deals that, increases. Not that one. How about this one? Swordplay deals damage. Changes target. So that one's actually not bad. I won't need a ton of crit rate. So sorry, Steven. We're gonna rob your light cone there. The lore is probably the best part of it. Art is kind of stuck in the past. Yeah. See, that is one thing I love about games. Like I love a game that's got a good story and good lore. Like I am a sucker for any game like that. It's one of the reasons why I like RPGs, because typically an RPG has a good story. All right. Yeah, sort by recommended. Nice. So I am looking for crit damage and break. Actually, that one might be good. Let's see what this one does. Auto add. Okay, no more break effect. Great damage. Damn it. Okay, you're done. You're done. Oh, I'd be Robin Pella for that one. Like that. Let's see what that gives me. Give me crit damage. You gave me defense. Lore's really okay. Lore's really great because I don't know why my vision's going. The lore is really great because the characters are based on either myth or historical or just famous people. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, see, stuff like that I love. There's a degree of yeah, see, and that's what gets me when I can kind of connect. That's why I think I kind of like I think that's why I connect really well with the story and lore of Genshin, because Genshin like takes stuff from a bunch of different ones. I love it. I'm gonna have to steal that from Pella. I don't want to. Do I have any other ones that are better? I've automatically got 16%. Equip that. What I needed attack boots, right? I think it was attack boots I needed. Yeah, we'll equip those for right now. All right, come on. Crit damage this time. Are you kidding? You know what? Come on, break effect. But it's been 9 years, so I kind of wish they made it again. If it's been 9 years, yeah, I'd be kind of wondering why they haven't either. It seems like something that they would do. Oh, I don't have the I forgot, what do I need? Yeah, this is what I need. One last one into damage. I need probably crit rate. Alright, so what we got here? Holy jeez. 80 crit rate over 103 damage. Okay. Safe to say that I hit that. I think it's still pretty big, so. Oh, okay. Yeah, you. Well, yeah, I guess that makes sense if it's big. Because they usually don't. They usually don't make another game until the other one starts dying.
Finally! Some recognition for training my butt off! Finally! Some recognition for training my butt off! Finally! Some recognition for training my butt off!
March just train her butt off. Attack.
You can never have enough skills. Let's train some more. You can never have enough skills. Let's train some more.
Oh, please tell me she has another voice line. There we go. Oh, thank goodness. Her traces increase crit damage. I was starting to get a little worried there that they're going to be junk. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that one yet. Okay, well. Requires character level 6. What? What the heck are you talking about? I didn't. I thought I had her maxed out. Whoopsie. Yeah, I thought I had her maxed out. Oh well. It's a good start.
Dear Himeko, Mr. Yang, and Pom Pom, we're all good here on the Xianzhou Lafu, so no need to worry. By the way, how's your trip going? As for me, I've somehow become the apprentice to 2 Cloud Knight sword masters, and I've been honing my sword skills with their guidance. One of them is Yenqing, the boy we've all met before. The other is Yun Li, the granddaughter of General Hua Yan from the Xianzhou Juming. Both masters are super strict, giving me a real taste of how hard sword training can be. I tried to drag him into this, but he refused. Then
So, Odo, do you have anything going on this week or weekend?
Master Yenqing wouldn't have have it.
Any big streaming
Still,
plans?
I didn't let the difficulty get to me. In just a few weeks, my sword skills have improved a lot. Both my masters think I have unique talents in swordplay and are literally fighting each other to teach me their skills. Thanks to their guidance,
Fair
I've
enough.
actually made some progress. When I get back to the Express, I'll definitely show off my skills and impress you all. Looking forward to your reply. Yours, March 7th.
Yeah, I've been trying to find a lot of people to play Phasmophobia or Baldur's Gate 3.
Well
I've
done.
got a couple people on my Discord that has Phasmophobia.
Let's call it a day.
Ah, just broke my beard comb. Well,
Miss March's sword skills are really
was
coming
not
along.
expecting that.
She'll hold her own just fine in the war dance.
Well, that sucks. I broke my beard comb. It snapped like a twig.
Perhaps I might have a shot at beating both masters in the ring?
Get real. You've only been practicing for a short while. How could
Ooh,
that
now that sounds
possibly
cool.
happen?
With your talent, Miss March,
Both of those actually sound pretty cool.
a few more decades to training, you
Game
might
show or
eventually
courtroom.
be able to defeat Yun Li.
Decades? But I'll be an old lady by then. No.
Can you believe it? March 7th has actually become a pretty decent swordmaster in such a short time. Now I understand why Grandpa always had a grin on his face while training me.
Are you sure he wasn't laughing at you?
Oh, shut up.
Those two flirt together.
It's all thanks to your amazing guidance, masters.
Miss March, you're really getting the hang of wielding dual swords. If you're keen on advancing, trying out different Xianzhou blades can improve your touch.
Oh, let me see. Which sword is the most powerful? Single sword? Great sword? Or maybe a flying sword?
See, that is one thing I want to do as a cooking stream, but I can't.
There's no such thing as the most
I can't figure out how to set it up because the only thing I would have, I don't have like a portable camera, so I'd have to use my
wields
phone,
several flying swords, while I only wield one.
and that's just awkward
Remember how I kicked his butt at the Alchemy Commission?
because I would want to use my phone to read chat at that point.
First, you didn't kick my butt. Second, you'll never kick my butt. Third, how about we settle this right now and see who kicks whose butt?
So, yeah, I would love to do a cooking stream. I've had a bunch of people ask me to do one too. Because
If I kick your butt,
I post a lot of
drop out of
food
the
pictures and recipes when I make something in Discord.
Why are you two
And
arguing
I actually sit and use, well,
things had been improving between you
I've been a chef at 2 different places technically,
There was talk that the leading disciples of the Law Fu and Juming generals were
or
supposed to
at least what you
face
could
off in the
consider
war
a chef.
dance, but for some reason, they suddenly teamed up to train an apprentice of their own. Turns out the rumors are true.
Yeah, see, that's the same way I'm in there. Oh no,
Tomorrow is the big day of the war dance.
I just have my PC, so I can't
Focusing on honing your
I
skills
can't drag that in
instead
there.
of teaching swordplay here.
that's right.
Yeah, same here.
Paired box from the Yao Qing.
Now, I have been looking at maybe getting a portable webcam. It just activate the Bluetooth or something on it. See how that works. But I don't want to spend a small fortune on a camera if I'm not going to use it that often.
What are you laughing at? You've got pink hair too. I'm Jiaocho, the healer working for the general of the Senjo Yaoqing.
Ah, got it. So, you're the participant attending the war dance on behalf of the Yaoqing. And you were trying to sneak a peek at our training?
Sorry.
My
for the
headset doesn't.
misunderstanding.
I can walk
I don't know anything
clear
about
outside
martial
to the
arts.
mailbox and
I'm
not
just
even have
here on the general's orders
an issue
to
with
take
my
care
headset.
of some official business. I didn't mean to interrupt your training. I'll be on my way.
If you know nothing about martial arts, why were you smirking earlier?
Yeah, Bluetooth used to be,
Well,
it had to be within like 15
curiosity got
feet.
the better of me, I suppose.
But I think over the
When
years,
I heard
I think
Miss
Bluetooth has
March's
gotten better. I think you can
pondering
have up
about
to like a
what to
30 to
learn,
50 feet range now for most Bluetooth
From my
devices.
professional experience, cleavers, slicers, chopping knives, and carving knives are all just tools.
So I guess it depends
Kind
on
of
how far
like
your kitchen is away
frying,
from your computer.
Sautéing, boiling, and deep frying in cooking. They're just ways for people to show off their skills. How
So-
you use them really depends on the ingredients you're working with. It's like your sword teaching methods.
If you
align
do it that
your
way, Odo, you can be like
in other words, your apprentice's
like
natural tendencies
college cooking
with the right
classes,
cooking method, by which I mean the teaching method that
like
best suits
dorm
her,
room cooking
she'll
with
make
Odo.
double the progress in half the time. For example, golden eggplant tastes best when fried, cloud peppers when stir-fried, and yellow boulder beef when simmered. It's all about discovering the nature of the ingredients. I mean, apprentice.
But see, at that point, so if you were doing the cooking, you would probably just use your hands. You wouldn't show yourself. Like I would think you would forgo the V2 model and just, you know, showcase your hands while you made stuff. Three options, and they're all I'm getting hungry.
All this talk about food is making me hungry.
The game's talking about food. We're talking about food.
Are you a healer? Why are you talking about food?
Food inception.
Well, it's just a metaphor. The medicinal school I follow on the Senjo Yaoqing is called the Ranja School, that specializes in food therapy. So it's only natural that I know a thing or two about cooking.
So, you're the general's cook?
Oh, that's cool.
I'm a healer. But
I had looked at
anyway,
I
cook
saw a
who
program that
isn't
could
interested in health
make
doesn't
a
make for a good
3D model,
advisor. Fine.
and I just
Call me a cook if you want.
I downloaded it and looked at the
Seeing the
program.
way
It
you're
was just like,
looking at
oh,
me,
I don't
it's
feel like
obvious
messing
you
with
think I'm
this.
just some feeble academic who likes to blabber on about martial arts. But in reality,
Because I would like to turn my, or at least have the option to have
after
a
all,
3D
the art of healing
3D version of
encompasses
my
both
model.
life and death.
But they
Why is this guy suddenly getting all serious with kids?
Do you recognize this bottle of medicine in my hand?
no, I don't recognize that model.
This is called tumble dust, an extract from an exotic flower
Yeah,
named
bro.
Yabra.
Yeah, bro.
Ugh, is it poison?
Well, it depends on how it's used. With just
No
one
way.
drop, it's able
Yeah,
to
bro.
numb a patient's body during surgery, making them painless throughout the entire process. However, increase the dose or the potency, and it'll slow the metabolism, making the blood thin and resulting in the loss of all senses. Even long life species cannot escape its effects. This thing can save lives or take them. It's more powerful than the swords in your hands.
That may be so, but still, I prefer settling things with a sword than, you know.
Huh. Looks like I did get you all wrong. You're not a feeble scholar, but a sinister and despicable one.
Oh, wow.
Hey, why the insults all of a sudden? I'm just
Yeah.
sharing some medical knowledge here, not persuading you to poison anyone.
Seems like you get real excited when talking about poison. I can't tell if that's an honorable thing or sinister.
Picture this. 2 individuals. The one standing is full of malice. The other lying down is honorable and righteous. How can the one who's lying down label the one standing as sinister? In the throes of combat, where life and death hinge on a singular moment, every idea fades into nothingness. The only thing that matters is staying alive. Surviving the battlefield reshapes all notions of worth, be it integrity or treachery. In my eyes, their significance is negligible.
Perhaps you've underestimated Yunli and me, Mr. Jiaoqiu. We may be young, but we've seen our fair share of war.
Maybe young, but you're...
Well, then you should know that the war dance is nothing more than a contest. So why are you so focused on it?
When I was appointed as the ringmaster for the war dance, I asked the general, we Cloud Knights are supposed to charge into the fray and slay enemies. Why do we have to swing swords in a ring just to please an audience? And this is how the general replied. To unsheath your sword in a ring is no different than on the battlefield, as your sword reveals the might of all Cloud Knights. The war dance is the perfect chance to showcase martial virtue and forge alliances from all over the cosmos. When we unsheath the sword without drawing blood, we not only display our might, but also the martial virtue of the Cloud Knights.
That's quite an insightful statement, Yanqing.
Uh-oh.
Well, my apologies for being so short-sighted. I've been on the Luofu for quite some time, but I haven't had the chance to see the ceremony venue for myself yet. Hearing you speak so highly of it has piqued my curiosity. Would you mind showing me around?
You want to see the Sky Splitter ship where the war dance will be held? Let's go! I bet Yunli and Miss March haven't seen it either, right? Well then, I'll give you all a tour.
Hold on. Reading some stuff real quick. Sorry. Sorry. All right, I appreciate you coming in. Get you some. Ooh, it's 4 a.m. Got to work at night. Oh yeah, get you a little rest. Just lurking at work. Appreciate it, Kane. Appreciate the lurk. Hope you're having a great day. Ooh, wow. Mm. Oh gosh. All right, let's continue on.
Let's go. I'll give you a tour of the Sky Splitter.
Yeah, let's do this.
Looks like a lot of other visitors have also come to catch a glimpse of the Sky Splitter.
Oh, what am I on right now? 3.5 hours. I probably need to take a break. Get some.
No, it's nothing.
Figure out dinner and get that going, so I can be ready for tonight.
Do you see that airship in the distance? That's the Sky Splitter, the venue for the war dance ceremony.
Well, it was sharp.
It doesn't look all that impressive from this distance.
Looks impressive to me.
The Sky Splitter is actually a decommissioned Lawfu military vessel. People aren't allowed on board until the war dance officially commences. Tomorrow, when the bell rings and the ceremonial cannons roar, I'll be there representing the Cloud Knights of the Xianzhou Lawfu, standing in the ring, ready to take on challengers from all over the cosmos. Since I was a kid, I've been training in swordplay and the art of war under the general. Every day, I'd swing my sword 10,000 times, and then thrust it 10,000 times, repeating the process over and over. I understand that I'm not like other kids.
A lot of thrusting going on there.
I never envied the toys and freedom they all had. I never found sword practice boring or hard. Even in the thick of battle, facing down savage abominations, I never felt scared. Each day, I could feel myself getting stronger and stronger, and I racked up countless victories. It's the best feeling in the world. But then, I faced a really tough opponent. And just one slash shattered my confidence into 1,000 pieces. That's when I felt true fear for the first time. Maybe that's what Mr. Zhao Cho meant by life and death hinge on a singular moment. Every idea fades into nothingness. After that, I had to pick up the pieces and try to put myself back together. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't seem to find my old happy self again. I often ask myself, why do I wield my sword? If defeat is inevitable, why do I continue to fight? Is it to reclaim the joy of victory? To meet the General's expectations? Or to secure my honor among the Cloud Knights? While the General could teach me the art of swordplay, he couldn't teach me why I should keep on going. He said the reason must come from within myself. I've been struggling to find that reason. But after talking with you, Mr. Zhao Cho, I think I already have that reason in mind. As a member of the Cloud Knights and the General's apprentice, I've had a weight on my shoulders. And I know there's still more to shoulder. But when I wield my sword, it feels like I'm letting go of everything. I love the feeling of giving it my all, facing any obstacle in front of me, pressing forward. That's why I wield my sword.
Oh, Yanqing. So young, yet so grown up. By the way, how old are you exactly?
Age doesn't really matter. All sword masters will understand how I feel.
I get it. Looks like all the kids on the Luofu live tough lives. So, how about you, Miss Yunli?
It's not polite to ask a girl her age, no matter which Xianzhou ship you're on.
I'm not asking your age. I'm asking if you have a dream like Yanqing has.
You don't talk like a cook. You sound more like a TV host or something.
Need I repeat myself again? I'm a healer.
Well, I don't have a dream like Yanqing does. The only reason I'm participating in the Ringmaster's Challenge is because I made a promise to my grandfather that I'd win the precious sword he's contributed to the war dance.
Sounds like that mind of yours is just filled with swords.
I bet you've got nothing better on your mind. My father was a craftsman on the Xianzhou Juming. Because of his foolishness, many innocent people fell victim to the cursed swords he forged. Since I was a kid, it's been clear to me that not everyone deserves to have a weapon in their hands. Giving them a sword is no different than being cruel to the innocent. So, whenever I come across someone unworthy of a sword, I can't help but want to take it away from them. Given that Yanqing is the war dance ringmaster, I'm stepping up to challenge him. To ensure the precious sword doesn't fall into the hands of an unworthy master.
Hey, what do you mean by an unworthy master?
I see. It's not easy for kids on the Juming either. Well, it's better to have a reason for wielding a sword than to be lost and confused. I've saved countless Cloud Knights in my life, and there are plenty of exceptional warriors, just like the two of you.
What happened, Mr. Zhao Cho?
Oh, nothing. I was just reminded of some old friends and old tales. Judging from my professional perspective as a healer, both of you possess remarkable vitality. Your energies flow like raging fires and mighty gales. The upcoming fight will definitely be impressive. Well, we've seen the Sky Splitter and toured the Stargazer Navalia. I guess it's time to say goodbye for now.
What? You're leaving already? But you haven't asked me about my dreams. I've been working hard too, you know.
It's getting late, Miss March. Unlike you lot, I'm a grown-up bound by responsibilities and duties. The tasks entrusted to me by the General won't complete themselves. By the way, Yanqing, is it normal to have so many people wandering around in an automated area like the Stargazer Navalia?
Actually, this is a restricted area. But since you're all guests, I made an exception, so you could take a look around.
I understand. Well, I'll take my leave. I wish you both the best of luck in the ring tomorrow.
Seriously? I just spent so much time thinking about my dream, but he didn't even ask me.
Now that we're done with our tour of the Sky Splitter, shall we continue with our training?
Why don't we take a day off?
What? You want to secretly practice swordplay by yourself? Dream on.
You know cramming before a fight never works out. For some reason, seeing the Sky Splitter has boosted my confidence. So, I've decided to conserve my strength for tomorrow. Alright, I'll take you out of the Stargazer Navalia.
All right. So we are going to call it here for right now. This seems to be a good stopping point. Gonna rate out to Electric. They're playing some Fortnite. At least make sure they are. Yeah, they're playing some. Yeah, Fortnite. All right, but anyway, I appreciate everyone for coming by today. I will be back tonight, and I'll probably be finishing this up. I'll probably be finishing Starville up because I want to finish this story up before I get into anything else. But until then, everyone stay safe, stay hydrated, and have a good evening.